Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he.
The number one national story.
Yeah, she's interviewed.
She was interviewed for the Dateline, I think, on Friday.
Her mom?
No.
Oh, I was going to say, because honestly, I'm ignorant to the whole thing. I was looking this morning. Like, that was like a nationwide. And I mean, look, obviously, I don't want to verbalize it because you want her to be safe and all that. And I don't know Savannah Guthrie or anything about the family. Just as a human, you want it to work out. But what I wonder is, like, how did that go from, like, the most talked about, like, everybody was obsessed with it, and who cares if the public was? It was, you had government working together, this and the local, and it was a daily update. And then I'm on the way in, and just as I'm pulling in, just this random thought came into my head. I'm like, what? I have heard nothing about this, and I just wonder why. Like, is there just a shelf life where eventually you're like, okay, well, it probably isn't going to work out well, so we're going to move on? But I'm sure there's still people working on it. Of course. Obviously not in front of the media, but my goodness,
That's sadly no longer a top
story.
And
I don't.
We move on. We do. And I don't think that's right or wrong. It's just the way it happens.
You're so right. I'm with you. Like, I'm not passing judgment or trying to make a profound statement or anything like that. I just, sunlight generally helps these things one way or the other. And it just seems like, well, okay, that's what it is. And I hate that. I would love to have solution or a conclusion, something one way or the other. Good, hopefully good. All right. Well, I wasn't trying to start out with something. I was a downer.
You weren't.
No, I know. I know.
You thought that'd be the pick me up?
No, I knew there was no. Where am I going to? I either don't ask or I ask at the very beginning, at the very end. I didn't want to ask at the very end of this morning because now we have enough time to.
Next up is Matt and Kayla, and hey.
Right, during crosstalk. Hey, guys, how are you? How was your weekend?
It was great.
Busy.
Yeah.
Probably for you, huh?
I was in here a lot.
Yeah.
I was here with Chris on Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Doing the game?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's cool. That's nice. Well, we could have called me. We could have had a little Saturday.
You showed up?
Nope.
Okay.
Could have had a little Saturday version of the program, though.
Yeah.
All hang out. It'd be kind of funny. The morning show takes over the Kings pre-half and post.
You weren't here.
No. And in that case, I would happily just chime in. Yeah. Kings Hawks.
Yes.
Coming up next.
Now, what would that be?
What would it be?
You know how we play the game of putting the two teams together?
Exactly.
What would the Kings and Hawks be?
Man. The Kings.
That doesn't make sense.
It's really the only one. Hawks.
No.
Kings. Kings Hawks.
Another one.
I don't. I think that's literally the only Kings Hawks. I think that's the only combination. I think that's the only possible combination. Yeah. Caw. Yeah. So there's that. There was a nice weekend. Hey, it's going to start cooling down this week for a little bit.
Is it?
Got some rain on the horizon and everything.
There you go.
Yeah, just in time.
Do we really have rain?
Yeah, we have. Well, according to the weather, which, as you know, is incredibly accurate on the phone. We are sitting at. Oh, come on! Get off the Wi-Fi. Get off the Wi-Fi. That's Wi-Fi. Yeah, tomorrow. Today will be 81.
Okay.
And some cloud.
All right.
Tomorrow, 68.
Whoa.
And a 70% chance of rain.
Okay.
Followed by 63, going in the right direction, and an 85% chance of rain.
On Wednesday?
On Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
And then how about Thursday? 63 and a 40% chance of rain with lows in the high 40s to low 50s.
Okay. Well, you know what? For those of you that enjoy that, you're due. You should have this week.
It's nice that I wouldn't call that winter, but maybe early spring has a last little push, little death rattle of spring.
Because we kind of jumped from winter to close like early summer. We didn't really have. It's been warm.
Then we're back into the 80s and, pretty much throughout the weekend, 75, 80, 80, 81, 79. So it's good because I fly out tomorrow night. So I will.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I'll miss all of it. I'll miss the whole thing.
Well, I'm sure. Well, I don't know what New York's like, but.
Let's see. In New York, well, funny enough, 75, 76, and 57 with rain Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I guess it's similar. But I would rather those days either happen over the weekend, this last weekend, or happen when I get back in town. But it's fine. So enjoy it. I know Chris will.
Yeah.
I don't know that you will.
It's fine.
Also,
because I know where we're going.
You know.
Like, this isn't the start. Like, if it was still fall and nice, and then we got this weather, I'm like, oh, no, are we starting this already?
Yeah.
But I know what's coming.
You know it's coming.
Yeah, see, you're looking at this on the downhill. I'm looking at, I don't even know. Downhill could be good or bad, really.
You would think that downhill is a good thing because it's less resistance.
Yeah.
But
you're looking at we're on the downward.
Yes, downward spiral. Like you when somebody's over the hill, they're on their way down into Deathland. Yeah. He's really gone downhill.
Yeah.
It's never he's really going uphill.
Yeah.
That's not a thing.
Sounds like that's work.
I think so.
Yeah.
Hey, he's going. Hey, how's Jason doing? Hey, he's going uphill.
He's riding a flat surface with the wind.
Yeah, he is. He is just cruising. He is skydiving. Yeah. I don't know what the meaning of that is. We have 2 lizards in the family now.
A second one?
There was always 2.
Oh.
Knew it was coming. Said it literally 30 seconds after the lizards first came home from my wife's class. And, of course, she has to be the one to tend to the ailing lizards. There is a clear bottle of pink something in our fridge that actually has, what is it, like Manny the lizard, where the prescription name goes. It's kind of funny. That she has to dab their eyes with once a day because they had cloudy eye or something. I don't know. Some lizard thing.
Gross. Isn't that pink giving him pink eye?
That's what I would think. We know it gives pink eye.
Stink eye.
So there's 2 lizards, and she originally brought them home over a 3-day weekend to tend to them. This is about a month ago. Then she brought them home a couple weeks ago to tend to them for the weekend. And now, because it's spring break for her school and my son's school, they're off all week. And I saw her come home with them on Friday. I mean, that's fine. You can't leave the lizards in all week. She's now the designated lizard mother. I don't know what the vet cost. Like I said, I don't know what the prescription cost, but I know that we paid for it. And then I saw it yesterday in between trips over the weekend. This was such a middle-aged weekend, dude. This was the most middle-aged weekend of the year. We spent the entirety pretty much of Saturday from 8 a.m. on backyarding. We divided it into quadrants, and it was sweeping and what's the outdoor vacuum called?
Leaf blower?
No, the vacuum.
Leaf sucker?
No, it's a little canister and a shop vac. I like to, so if, like, that's one of my tricks. Like, after you rake and sweep and stuff, there's still a little, I'll take the shop vac out and, like, vacuum the cobwebs and, you know, underneath the little space under the house, that little crack that there's, like, leaves go into whatever. So, you know, I'm shop vacuuming outside. And her job is to trim the roses and do the gardening area and prep that. My job is everything else, dude. Like, the barbecue, take it apart, wipe everything down, vacuum it out, like the big once a year barbecue clean. Did that, got everything done, wiped down all the stuff outside. And we had my son, who we put to work, doing everything, you know, doing all the heavy lifting and all that crap, right? Because we have a junk day. We're doing it around junk day. We have a junk day scheduled for Tuesday pickup. So you got to get it all out. You got to get it all out today. Then yesterday this is a big Sunday, Jason. Got up, some breakfast, and then it's off to Lowe's and Home Depot, where we got all kinds of. This year's theme is we're only planting stuff we actually want to eat, not just stuff that grows. We actually want to start growing things that we truly want to eat. And
I didn't know Carl's Jr. made a ranch.
I wish they did. Oh, I'd grow it. But we are growing dill, which would help. Basil, mint. My wife has 4 corn stalks this year. She wants to grow corn because we've never grown corn, so we have a little spot for that. I found out that the 2 dwarf cherry trees we've been growing since last year need they're Bing cherries. This is a green thumb guy now. They apparently are either type A or B. I don't know. And they need another cherry tree that's a different type between them to pollinate. So we went and got a 3rd little cherry dwarf tree that we got to put like in the middle so they can pollinate each other and make cherries. Went and got an artichoke plant, which apparently are, we'll see, fairly easy to grow, which those things are expensive. And I love artichokes. So I would not, no offense to zucchini people, but I think everybody grows zucchini. And then what happens is in the middle of the summer, you end up having these zucchini the size of logs that, you know, and you've got, that's us every year. We have like 30 zucchini to give away. And everyone's super polite about it, but I don't think everybody wants a giant zucchini. So we cut out zucchini this year, tomatoes, Thai red peppers, jalapenos, tomatillos.
These are all stuff you want to eat.
This is all stuff I want to eat. Yeah, because like the peppers and the tomatoes and tomato, I can make salsas out of those. We'll eat the corn. I'll eat every artichoke possible. I use basil all the time. I use mint all the time. Love cherries. I'll eat every cherry off that tree. And we have the
what
little.
do you use mint for?
I use mint whenever we do like Greek food. I'll use mint in there. There's a Persian dish, an appetizer called sabzi kurdan, which is it's basically warm pita bread, feta cheese, and then you slice like a bit of a red onion, and then you have a bunch of greens. Cilantro, mint is the main event there. Just a few other things. It's kind of like a fresh tasting appetizer. You wrap it all up in a little thing of pita bread and eat it before. That's usually when we do like kebab or something like that. I like virgin mojitos. I love mojitos. I just don't drink. So in the summertime, I'll do a lot of mint based. We do a watermelon mint. We do a lot. I guess the closest thing would be kind of like a frozen, not a frozen, but more of a slushy agua fresca.
Okay.
So we'll take like watermelon and mint and put it in the blender with some ice. We'll take pineapple, a bunch of different mint. Anyways, I'm always using mint and basil. I use a ton of basil. So we already have I've told you about the tree that keeps surviving, the little peach, the Jeff Peach tree, right, as we call him, now has gone from just a little stick in the winter This is year 2. 17 little peach nuts, little
Nice.
green peach nuts on
It's
there.
happening.
And it's maybe 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
So one of the things I found out over the weekend, and
I thought Jeff was taller than that.
I thought so too, played at Princeton and everything. So I will tell you this much. I may have found the best use for ChatGPT has changed my gardening life. It's so, I know you're rolling your eyes, but I'm telling you, like, I took a picture of our cherry tree and was like, tell me about this and what do I need to do? And that's how I found out about the pollinator. I took a picture of my garden area and said, based on the sun and these, where I live, and this is my address and all that, where is the best place for me to plant the following where they'll thrive? And I laid out what I was going to plant. And it superimposes each plant into each garden bed. And then with the peaches, I took a picture of the tree and said, hey, do you see anything off of this I need to do? And it was like, well, definitely do the once a year fertilizer it, and gave me the whole thing and how to mix it and what to get. But it said something that really kind of upset me. And apparently, especially new in the tree's life, in order to ensure healthy and strong and large peaches, you have to thin the fruit. So a lot of times there would be like 2 or maybe even 3 of those little peach nuts that kind of start the process that are all growing in the same branch.
Okay.
And so I had to remove, basically it's like 1 peach per branch in year 2 or whatever to ensure long-term whatever. And I got to be honest with you, man. I was like, okay, cool. And then I went over to it, and I really do love this little tree. Like it survives. It's awesome. The peach I had 1 peach last year. It was awesome. I had a harder time than I actually would have thought deciding which peach. Like, I'm literally saying, sorry, peach, you'll never peach. I'm going to take you and I'm throwing you in the garbage. Your one goal in this world was to grow into a peach so someday I could snatch you off the branch and devour you. And now
I can eat a peach for hours.
100% could. Love peach. Fresh peaches in the summertime are the best. Although I think the context of that's different.
Maybe.
I never thought I'd have a tough time. I basically was playing God on peaches. And so as I'm doing it carefully and like going through and all that, then of course my mind got away from me. And as I'm like going through I'm sitting on my little stool and going through the branches and everything. And I was like, we only know what we know and what the world we're in is. And it's hard for us. But throughout history, we've been shown that we thought this was this, but it was really that. And we used to think the sun revolved around us, but it was really Galileo and all that stuff. And I was like, what if they're like, what if this is like a peach community and there's like peach conversations and peach families? And what if there's peach news? What if there's a peach newspaper? What if they're not in the form? They obviously don't have TVs and anchors. But what if, like, through the branches and the leaves and all that, there's some sort of communication system? And, like, what is this being relayed as today? Like, is this, like, what would be the equivalent to, like, what we, like, is this a like, eruption of a volcano type of thing for them? Is this, like, news at 5, like half the tree has been lost through at approximately 9:30 in the morning, a giant thing appeared ripping with no thought to it, people off the vine or off the branch. And we don't know what happened. And is this going to happen again tomorrow? Are we vigilant? Do we have to stay conscious and look around, and every wind or brush, anytime they see a shadow, is that the thing coming back to, maybe you and your peach wife survived the culling of peaches? Is that going to happen? Do you even know? Can you even sleep? And I'm the one sitting there thinning peaches.
That's what you were thinking?
Like for about 30 seconds.
Is that how you found out you had a gas leak at your house?
How did you know I had a gas leak at my house?
Son of a peach.
Yeah. So I don't know. nothing. So we have lizards.
That was absolutely insane.
Sounds like sun exposure for you.
A lot, man. I just want to be able to go in my backyard and just eat a bunch of fruit. Like come home from that, it feels relaxing. But then I realized, like, I think this is a natural. Like my dad, big gardener, made us go out there. We had to turn over God, I hated that, man. Turn over his garden. His garden was just basically like 4 plots we had a giant backyard, just grass, because I had to mow it with a little hand mower. It'd take like 2 hours. And then in the corner, he had like 4 little plots. And we had to like turn them over every year with the shovel, which sucked. And then he'd make, mostly me, but then my sister, when she got older, we'd have to go out there and like we did all the grunt work. That's fine. I mean, I get it. But I never understood. I was like, Dad, and this is true. I think yesterday our bill at Lowe's, like the peach tree itself was $29.98. I remember because it said that on the pot. And then the rest of it, I think in the end for the cherry tree and the rest of the veggies and all the stuff we grew, it was like $90. Okay. And I haven't even gotten to the avocados yet, which I went to Green Acres. Mm-hmm. They have these like starter avocado trees, which by the way are the exact right, they're the exact right type for this area. You have to have, again, pollinators. Yeah. How much avocado? Little avocado. It's in a pot.
No idea.
You want to take a guess, Chris?
$20.
Add a 0.
200.
Yeah.
Okay.
This seems like a cash grab.
And so at some point the thought creeps into your mind where you're like, that means
Avocados are expensive.
They are, and that means I would have to get. But by the way, I would have to get to do this, which we did not. $400 in avocado plants, right? So I'm like, all right.
Are you spending $400 a year on avocado?
And now, obviously, it's not a year; it's for
years.
You would think as long as we're in that house. But I was thinking yesterday, like, am I going, like, of all the things I'm planting this year, am I going to spend? We're not even factoring in like water and labor. Am I going to spend this much on if I just bought that? Like, what if I just went and bought cherries every week? Am I gonna get to that amount? What if I just bought corn and what if I bought the peppers, like, and supported farm? Does this make sense? But then something kicks in. Well, but you didn't grow those. It's not like eating your own tomato. And tomatoes directly off the vine are different than you get in the store. That's a scientific fact. It is not the same. You go and you grab a tomato off of a tree, a vine, in a garden, and you eat it. It's going to taste differently than the ones you eat in the grocery store. But when it comes to the rest of it, I think what it is, man, I'm starting to get it now. Like, I think the older you get, there's something that clicks in your head, and you feel the need to produce. Like, I'm not going to have any more kids. I don't think so. Certainly not with Melissa. But I'm not having any kids. But now it's like, I think I wonder if it's like some deep caveman-y left brain hip check where it's like, I must till the land before I leave this earth and create fruit and vegetables for the family. Now that my children are grown, I must go forth and create from the soil.
Is that what you're feeling?
I was trying to, I'm trying to justify all this crap because it just gives you something to do.
Yeah.
It is peaceful. It is relaxing. Just go back in here.
Good. You should enjoy it. I hope you're not dreading it.
I do. Like, it's no. I don't dread it one bit. It's work. Like, there's parts of it are work, and some of it's hard labor, like doing the soil and turning things over and all that. But
you get the dogs to help you.
The dogs just sniff. Except Gracie, who anytime there's any form of water, barks at it incessantly and tries to.
Is that why you attacked her?
With the you talking about the video with the pressure washer?
Is that why you assaulted your dog?
That's her favorite game when I'm pressure washing, and I have
whatever you say,
and I have to put it on a certain level because if it's like hardcore pressure washing, like it would hurt her, but she wants to come up and rabble mabble the water and go and then run away and then bark at it and then come back and I spray her, and she loves to do that. That's her game. So it was just a lot of dogs and lizards and frolicking and gardening. And that was the weekend, Jason.
You made it through.
Made it through, ready to go today, and we got a lot to get to. We got not one but two Kings games to recap. As down the stretch we are now. As
6 to go.
6 to go. We went into the weekend with terrible golf news, and really beyond golf news, I guess, to be fair. We came out of the weekend with wonderful golf news, and we'll give you what that sandwich was at some point. Hey, by the way, already baseball season is pretty much pointless for Northern California fans. The Giants and A's are combined 0-6. Just a few games left in the season. Hopefully, time to turn it around. Already, the Dodgers and Yankees, I believe, are combined 6-0. So that sounds. Who would have seen that coming? We'll talk about that and much more. We'll get some audio though for you. Kings and Nets in just 1 minute.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
When you take the time to shop at Folsom Lake Honda, there's one thing you'll always find. Happy people ready to serve you. As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Looking to own or lease? During the spring sales event, drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda, yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
on Sactown Sports.
Well, I'm just saying. To be clear, none of this is on you. Not thinking that. I don't like those. Those answers drive me nuts, and they probably do you too. When it's like, well, I don't know how that works, and they just say to do the thing. Well, why do we do the thing? Well, by the way, we were talking during the break about our commercial breaks, which it's beyond inside baseball. It's like the center core of inside baseball. But it's like we have, Jason,
Magma.
You made the mistake of bringing it up to me, but we have different sized breaks. Let's just say, and we're going to take 2 more breaks this hour, and they're relatively different sized breaks. Like, well, why aren't they more even? And and again, this is nothing to do with Chris. Not his fault. The response is basically like, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Well, who handles it? Nobody in this building. Oh, well, who talks to her or him? I do. Why is it like that? Nobody knows. I mean, wouldn't it seem, both for listener and for host, right? For everybody involved. Rather than have, this breaks X minutes and this breaks X minutes plus 9 and this, or whatever. Would it make more sense to have them more even?
Seems like it.
I would think so. I wonder if TV has the same thing. Don't TV breaks, I guess I don't pay attention, with the exception of sports, where you have different situations you're taking breaks. But I feel like if I'm watching a sitcom or a drama or something, or
They're
even
about the same.
Even a dramedy. Yeah, they're the same. They're about the same. I don't know. Stuff messes with my head. The Sacramento Kings played 2 games over the weekend, Jason Ross. And you know what? I'm good with both of them. They ran into at Atlanta.
Yeah, played well against Atlanta.
Really, honestly, it was kind of strange because Atlanta's the team you think would have absolutely destroyed them. And they didn't.
Nope.
But then Brooklyn, just from the jump, any thoughts of oh, God, are we going to get out-tanked by Brooklyn? No. Brooklyn, they were up 20 pretty quickly. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, that was the all or who are the two veterans? Basically, I guess if we call Achua and McDermott. Other than that, it was a lot of young guys out there, and without the safety net of Westbrook or DeRozan or Monk, woof, that was brutal yesterday.
Yeah, it was. I don't even know. It's just one of those games where you just kind of, well, I mean, you're working the game, but I'm watching the game. It was, I think, was Duke still going on?
Of course it was.
Yeah.
No, it was going on for a majority. I was watching a lot of that.
And you're watching, at this point, we're just looking for the youth, I think.
I guess, but they did play, and they weren't good.
No.
But I think they need a little bit of some of the, like I said, whether it's Westbrook, Monk, DeRozan, just someone else to kind of stabilize things.
Yeah, not a lot of stability. The Nets jumped out to a 31-18 lead after the first quarter, and then just really with the exception of the third where the Kings outscored the Nets by 10. That game was, fair to say, not officially, but it seemed like that game was over in the first quarter.
I mean, to be down 27 to that Nets team that had lost 10 in a row, that was bad.
Here's Daquan Plowden with a little bit of
rebound for Sacramento.
something.
Kings up 5, 36-31. Going for the hammer. Full extension from the right wing is Daquan Plowden, and a timeout has been whistled. My goodness, he was fully extended, coming strong on the right angle, and he powered that down, and that brought everybody on the Kings bench to their feet.
This was Atlanta. Correct?
Oh, yeah. No, I was finishing up.
Yeah.
Sorry, I want to go back and C.J. McCollum hits a late three, yada, yada, yada. Here's the final call
Long
from
lead
Atlanta.
pass, wide open is Mohamed Gay, but he's not going to go anywhere. They'll just count this one down. The final 4 seconds tick away, and Atlanta wins the season series with a sweep. This one was a lot tougher to achieve than the one early in the season in mid-November when they walloped the Kings 133-100. Tonight the final is 123-113. How about the Atlanta Hawks, who have now won 16 of their last 19 games since the All-Star break?
Who did the highlights for the Nets game?
For the Nets game?
For yesterday? Yeah.
Braxton.
Very to the. I forgot his name, but I think he's always very to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one for Atlanta is like 3 ball to did it for the alley oop and and then Braxton will just be a Achua 2, which actually I'm okay with.
Mm-hmm.
Like just get straight to the point. I know exactly what's happening. Like this is a Doug McDermott 3-pointer.
McDermott from downtown makes it 22-13. First triple the Kings have made. It comes on their 4th attempt of this first quarter.
Doug McDermott in 23 minutes, 12 points, all 8 shots from beyond the arc, 4 of 8. That's a nice little percentage for him. Daquan Plowden got the start, and you heard the highlight against Atlanta. I played that purposely. He had a decent game. Rough game for him yesterday.
0
for 7 from beyond the arc. He did get the 1 field goal for the 2 points. Neat Clifford bouncing back from a tough game against Atlanta. He was 8 of 14 for with 17 points to lead the way. But your starting lineup is Neat Clifford, Devin Carter, who had 20, by the way, on 50% shooting to go with 8 boards, 5 assists, and a steal. Very good game for Devin Carter. Precious Achua, Maxime Reynaud, Daquan Plowden, Devin Carter, Neat Clifford. 40% of your starting lineup did not have NBA jobs at the start of the season.
Yeah, and I think the outcome of the weekend, and certainly more specifically yesterday, I think has opened up the window now of a possibility of finishing in the bottom 3. I didn't think it was possible, but losing to the Nets, looking at the Nets schedule, they do play, I believe, the Wizards and the Pacers. Might even have the Bucks twice, if I'm not mistaken. So they've got some games that could possibly go in their favor. The Kings, I don't think they have that necessarily a brutal schedule, but it's just how aggressive are they going to be? So I think it's exactly what the league, yesterday's game was exactly what the league does not want.
Yeah.
2 teams that, are out of it. I mean, the Kings were missing 114 points per game that didn't play.
Yeah.
My gosh. And, I mean, someone had to win. The Nets played great. They deserve to win, but that's the kind of game the league does not love.
No, it does not. By the way, is something going weird on our YouTube, Chris, by the way? It shows, now look, maybe we just aren't putting on a great show so far today, but it shows we have 1 person watching. And I see multiple people in the chat. I'm just curious if that's a bug or not, and if they can see us and hear us. Yeah, it is what the league didn't want. And what did I see yesterday? I think the league broke the record at 81 for most 30-point blowouts in a season, 30 or more. Over the weekend, there not Indiana yesterday. I think it was Indiana Friday.
Oh, their loss?
There were some, it was a little strange, you know. And again, we talked about this Friday morning. Why did Indiana and Utah get fined like 2 months ago for tanking? And there's just, has nobody tanked since? Is it over? Did we win? Right. Did that happen? Because it sure does feel like there's been some questionable stuff going on. I want to say the Kings have been the most ethical.
Yeah.
Of all. And
yesterday seemed a bit odd, I will say.
Yeah.
To have DeRozan and Monk out. Now, again, I think they were listed. I can't remember the injuries at the moment. But DeRozan, who had taken an immense amount of pride on not missing games, missed the one with being sick. Then he was out. Monk was out to go with all the other guys that have been. Now, some of those guys are season-ending surgeries.
Sure.
Like they're out.
Westbrook, who we'll talk about this later. We're going to see him again.
Yeah.
I mean, like, not in the world, but
right.
For the Kings. To your point, Jason Ross, the Kings are a half game now behind the Brooklyn Nets and really getting in that bottom three. I think a lot of Kings fans would be very, very happy, whether it's the worst team in the league or the third worst. You will, in fact, up your odds. And when you look at, by the way, Brooklyn, they still have Indiana. They still have Washington. Heck, you could even throw in a Milwaukee in
Twice.
there. Yeah, twice. Thank you. Good eye. That is definitely like someone's losing in that one. They that schedule, whereas the Sacramento Kings finish out. Let's see here: Toronto, New Orleans, who's trying to win now. L.A. Golden State, which may be jockeying for play-in position. Not sure. Same thing with Portland. I would say
Golden State hasn't been very good.
No, they haven't.
But they're still in.
And really at this point, it's just looking at motivation. New Orleans has no motivation to tank. Neither does Toronto. Certainly the Clippers do not. The Kings are now done with tanking or virtually tanking teams.
Yeah.
You had said earlier this year, what was it? Get comfortable with being in the fourth spot, I think.
Where they are now.
Yeah, I gotta be.
That was when they were in the last spot.
Yeah, and you nailed it. I would say
Brooklyn's the hope.
If I'm a betting man, well, I mean, the Wizards are just a game ahead of the Kings.
Yeah.
But let's see here real quick. I love how this is what the game has become now.
Also, I think Utah may lose out, so you can't win. Like if you're the Kings, you don't want to win two more.
No, that's
then you
true.
go to fifth.
They have a Brooklyn in there, and they have two Chicagos. Other than that, L.A. or Lakers, Philly, Miami twice, and Cleveland.
Yeah, Lakers tonight without Luka suspension, but still.
Yeah. Hey, he gets 16 techs in the season. Really 17, and he got one rescinded. Yeah. Like, what are we doing? Come on, Lucas, shut up. Yeah, it's interesting. As long as they get in the bottom three, I would say if I was a betting man, I'd say they'll finish third. In some form or the other, they'll finish third worst. I think a lot of Kings fans would look at that and be like, okay, because third worst is what? Worst you can pick is sixth? Is that how it works? Am I tripping? I think in
seventh, it's 4 spots.
Four spots, you're right. So seventh, I think that's. And by the way, the Kings have a long history
seventh a lot.
Of picking seventh throughout the years. They now, by the way, they've been eliminated from the postseason. So if you were holding out hope, it's not happening. They now finish, they have left the country. They will be in Toronto.
For a couple days.
Yeah.
Until Wednesday.
And then back home, New Orleans, L.A., 2 more road games, Golden State and Portland. But once they get off this road trip, they will not leave the West Coast for the rest of the season. And then it's on to Cancun and getting healthy. And I will say this. I think, and I don't think I'm, I don't think I'm telling any tales out of school, and I certainly don't think this is some hot take. I think the offseason might actually be more interesting than the season.
Yeah, they've got a lot to work on here.
Yeah.
A lot to clean up potentially.
Yeah.
Certainly a lottery pick and a couple of second-round picks. So
yeah, first pick of the second round. What can they do with that?
Yeah.
They got
They have to finish last.
Oh, I thought it was automatically for some reason.
When you were looking, they were last.
They were last. That's right. Well, top 5 pick in the second round. Probably top 4 or top 3 pick in the second round. I mean, Max Reynaud was in the, 40s? Right. 42, 41? I mean, Scott Perry, look, say what you want about Scott Perry. Between the draft and his free agent pickups, he's done pretty well there.
Yes.
He's as good at drafting as he was last year with the weapons and ammo he's going to have.
Let's go.
Let's freaking go. We'll take a break. When we come back, well, we went into the weekend with some, I don't even know what to call this. I was going to say sad golf news. It could be sad golf news. It could be upsetting golf news, angering golf news. Or just news in general that involves an athlete. Tiger Woods rolling his car over. We'll talk about it next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729. Or visit us at powercopiers.com.
If your business depends on reliable vehicles, it's time to upgrade your fleet at myelkgrovechevrolet.com. We specialize in fleet pricing, bulk discounts, and fast approvals, so your team stays on the road and on the job. From work trucks and vans to fuel-efficient sedans and SUVs, we have the inventory, service, and financing to keep your business moving. Call or visit myelkgrovechevrolet.com today and ask about exclusive fleet savings. myelkgrovechevrolet.com. Driving business forward.
Meet Morgan Jones. Morgan is about to step into a world unknown to most, thanks to Progressive's Renters Insurance, a place of fresh linens and turn-down service. You see, Morgan temporarily vacated her apartment and has gone to a hotel because a pipe burst in her apartment. A pipe that made her sense of reality and apartment ceiling all come crashing down. Luckily, Morgan checked into Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers.
When your check engine light comes on, do you see a repair bill or do you see peace of mind? For 20 years, CarShield's been the name America trusts to help keep you on the road. While other companies stop covering you when your car gets older, CarShield offers protection plans up to 200,000 miles. With over $1 billion in claims paid, we don't just promise protection, we deliver it. Don't let a breakdown break your budget. Get the flexible month-to-month coverage you deserve. Go to carshield.com. That's carshield.com today.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-290-7100. That's 800-290-7100.
Spring is here, and there's really nothing better than hitting the open road in a new Honda. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, Stockton Honda has the selection and savings, plus get top dollar for your trade. And while life's roads are often filled with bumps, buying from Stockton Honda couldn't be smoother. Wherever the road you travel might lead, Stockton Honda is happy to get you there. Come in today or go to StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. starts in Honda.com.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know? It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. Jason, who's always in the chat, loyal listener Jason, is asking, Dave, are you going to do a lottery show Sunday Mother's Day? No. Are we? I don't think I am.
No, I'm not.
You? Jason sends me a lot of stuff. I don't mind it. I just noticing. He sent me that Luke Campbell of Two Life Crew is running for Congress. He said I need to get, I don't know, it was some guest on. I have no idea. And that's fine. The reason I'm bringing this up is memo to people that have my social media, which is great. It's how I love to communicate, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, which I don't use as much. Like, I think yesterday around 7 p.m., and I'm not going to say who because I don't want to call them out, but it's actually somebody I've met in real life before, sent me a clip of the shot against Duke by UConn. And the caption was, "Did you hear about this game, Dave?" And it's like, it's a nice thing, and I don't want to be mean about it, but it's like, in what world do you, and that's a regular occurrence. Like, the Kings lost, and somebody will send me, like, the recap or the highlights or something. Multiple people. It's like, in what world do you think I didn't see this? Or I was like, hey, Duke, what happened? Also, by the way, we'll talk about this later, Jason. Cam Boozer.
What?
Don't know if we can draft him now.
You didn't want to draft him anyway because it was Marvin Bagley.
He was. Well, is he Marvin Bagley or now? I mean, true or false? Maybe the biggest brain freeze in the tournament since Chris Webber's timeout.
He had it?
Well, his brother.
Oh.
But still, is that something that runs in the family, Jason? Do we have to worry about that?
No, do you have to worry about that?
Yes, I'm
not
going to worry about all of it.
twice.
We found out shortly after the show, as all of you did, and at first I, honest to God, thought
Did you hear about this?
Well, no, and I did get a couple of those. I legitimately thought this was fake and had to triple check it, but it wasn't, unfortunately. Tiger Woods, the day after, 2 days after the TGL League appearance he made, and we're talking about the Masters and registering for the U.S. Open, the Senior U.S. Open, was involved in a rollover collision. He passed the breathalyzer test, refused a urine test, I think, on site. And the thought here is, the prevailing thought, allegedly, saying he looked lethargic, and that maybe it's a prescription thing. Who knows? And I don't know. Everybody's going to always have hot take. You got to have a hot take.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if this is a medium take. I'm simultaneously feel bad for him and pissed at him.
That's fair.
He obviously has a problem.
Yes.
His body. Look, dude, this is a tough one to lay out on the radio because all of us work normal, have normal lives. You know, little abnormal at times, some more than others, but we don't live Tiger Woods' lives. And there's a long history if you go back and you look. Usually it's actors and it's artists, actors, singers, stuff like that. But you remember, like, not that long ago? No, actually, it was probably like over a decade ago. Remember when Martin Lawrence was like on a street corner yelling at people?
Yeah.
Okay, and there's like a bunch of those. There's a bunch of Shia LaBeouf doing God knows what. It's not everybody. But there's something about the spotlight that for some people, it's like you're an ant. And Tiger Woods for a long time has been a top 5 most famous star in the entire world, from being the amateur champion to being 2 years old on That's Incredible to, and I'm not trying to completely psychoanalyze him, but having a pretty damn demanding dad. And if you've read any of the books or things on Tiger and his upbringing, it wasn't always hearts and flowers. And really, you talk about LeBron James as a child prodigy. Tiger Woods is every bit the child prodigy as everyone else.
Right.
You grow up, you go through what he went through with the strippers and the wife and the car crashing with the Ellen Nordegren and all that, and then his body is basically half platinum now. Look, a lot of people would trade. Are sitting here right now going, yeah, dude, I'll take the money and the God-given golf talent. I totally get that. I feel bad for him because obviously there's something wrong. There's obviously some addiction issues going on. As accomplished as he is, you're literally talking about, at least for a good 10-year stretch, I think easily the greatest golfer to ever walk the earth. Nobody can touch him. But he's also simultaneously, and we've had this talk before, Jason, he's also simultaneously, I think, one of the biggest what-ifs in sports. So there's all of that, and there's the golf aspect, which is, man, I'd just like to see him healthy and come back. On the other hand, and we all have friends, family, relatives, people we know that have had DUIs, that have done things. None of us are perfect. None of us should judge. But at some point you go, dude, I love you as a golfer. I root for you. I'm a huge fan of yours, which I am. But also, brother, you're going to kill somebody.
Right.
You're going to kill some little kid, some adult, doesn't matter who it is.
Or
yourself. And by the way, that's the best possible outcome if somebody dies, as crappy as that is. If there's going to be a death in a Tiger Woods-caused accident, I need it to be him more than I need it to be an innocent bystander. These are terrible thoughts to convey, and these are terrible thoughts to have. You're rich enough to have a driver, bro, but also, and by driver I don't mean golf club, I mean somebody to operate the vehicle. Also, he obviously needs. So there's the side that I want to be empathetic. You need help, dude. Like, you need help. You obviously have a problem, and golf needs to go last. You need to be a dad. And you need to be a dad first and a human, then figure out the golf, and there's still something wrong. And then on the other end, I'm like, dude, how many times has this happened? Like, you're putting other people in danger. That should be the focus.
There was a timeline chronicling some of his stuff on Friday, and I'd forgotten about the one where he fell asleep at the stoplight.
Yeah.
So, there's lots of different things that are going on here, and I can't imagine, being in the spot that he's in where you're one of the most elite at something ever, and then your body is breaking down. And so whether some of these addictions are to keep his body together, that's fine. Again, it's a little bit like drinking. Like, if there's a responsibility to it, no one's saying, hey, don't go out and have some fun. Be responsible. And this isn't the exact correlation, but if you're taking things to help you with whatever it is in your life, be responsible about it. And again, this isn't like, he knows that, but he's not applying it. And that's the thing. And like you said, he fortunately in this one, and I didn't even hear anything about, wasn't there a second car? Everything was okay with them, correct? But like, that would have been the worst case scenario if something happened or somebody was walking, whatever. It just, it's incredibly sad because it's self-inflicting. This doesn't have to happen to him. Like, weird things, accidents truly happen. This is kind of a self-imposed accident, which doesn't need to happen.
It doesn't. And when Tiger went through the stuff with his wife and the strippers and the this and the that, you have to walk in that person's shoes. Yeah. There's no excuse, but you have to be able to walk in that person's shoes. And there's like 10 people on this earth that can understand what Tiger Woods is going through. Maybe 10 people on earth. And that probably includes politicians, and actors and actresses and all that. Okay, maybe 10 or 20. It's a very select few.
Yeah.
But I think you got to prioritize here, like you said. The golf is way to the wayside. Like, this keeps going on, and eventually he's going to keep spinning that wheel, and that wheel's going to come up bankrupt. And let's just put it this way. That's now twice including the one where he smashed up his leg.
Yeah.
That's now twice where we could have had very different news going. Imagine what today would be like and what the weekend would be like in completely different news. And I hope that somebody that loves Tiger or people around him sit down and go, dude, Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash. Okay. We were robbed of Kobe Bryant. More importantly, his family was robbed of him very early on for something that he had absolutely nothing to do with other than sitting in a helicopter. Tiger, you've now been given 2 second chances. Screw the golf, dude. We'll take a break when we come back, top of the hour 3 for madness. Anniversaries over the weekend. The Duke UConn game and winning culture. We'll do it next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done. Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
LinkedIn is pretty amazing at helping you grow your small business. We cannot stop your new clients from emailing you at 3 a.m. We can help you sell, market, and hire in one place. We cannot help you be in 3 places at once. And while we can't help you organize your calendar, LinkedIn can help you land more clients so you have a calendar to organize. Grow your small business on LinkedIn. Learn more at linkedin.com/smallbusiness.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our clients' portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more, and then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
When you take the time to shop at Folsom Lake Honda, there's one thing you'll always find. Happy people ready to serve you. As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Looking to own or lease? During the spring sales event, drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda, yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a warehouse operations manager.
Where are the forklifts?
Sold them. Too expensive. We're using scooters now.
So you expect us to move a 2-ton pallet on a scooter?
Just lean into it. Put your back into it, people.
This is your job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
I was ordering food for the office from the same few places for too long.
For workplaces suffering with office food fatigue, every day's a struggle.
Before starting Easy Cater, I assumed having no good vegan options for Carl in finance was normal.
Easy Cater is designed to treat OFF with a huge variety of favorite restaurants, plus tools to help you meet dietary needs and stay on budget. Used daily, one platform lets you save time and shine. Ask your app store about EasyCater or start an order at EasyCater.com.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options, heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's TREX.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
It's tax time, y'all. If you want to file free, this next one's for you.
Now taxes is so free. Tax-free edition only. Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple form 1040 returns only. Now this is taxes.
Love that jam. Up next, commercials.
Intuit TurboTax Free Edition. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free. No schedules except for earned income tax credit, child tax credit, student loan interest, and Schedule 1A.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. 3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
Still got a ton to talk about over the next 3 hours. Yeah, we got a couple of Kings games. Sorry. I got to put these...
Yeah, we had a lengthy break.
Yeah, I forgot.
You?
Yeah, I know, right? There were no coffee cups when I came in this morning.
There's a lot there.
I went downstairs into storage and got a big...
All of them?
Weirdly, no.
Oh.
There's plenty more. I actually have a cup of coffee just sitting there right now that I forgot about, too, and then I need to go replace these. One of the things I like to do, our second in command in the building is, how do I say this? He's not as tall as I am, and so I like to stack the cups super high. It's like a little prank.
A little prank?
I didn't mean it like that, but you know what? Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
3 for Madness.
Be careful, he might get short with you.
Question 1.
Over the weekend, the 3-year anniversary of the Kings breaking their 16-year playoff drought happened in Portland. Does it seem like 3 years to you?
Honest to God, it seems impossible that it was only 3 years ago. When I came up on Facebook memories, people were saying light the beam towards the end of the Portland game. And I was thinking about that and then the show we had the next day, all the stuff that went with that. It seems like, honest to God, there's some things when I'm like, oh, yeah, so like a couple years ago, and then one of you guys will be like, yeah, dude, that was in 2009. That was 17 years ago. This one seems way back there.
Really?
It was just 3 years ago. The show, just the show the next day alone, to me, is like, that does not seem like 3 years ago. That seems like, to me, honestly, it seems like pre-COVID.
Wow. I mean, I guess parts of it seem like I can remember really well them clinching and all the playoffs games and all that. But I think, to me, the other part of it that I want to think about, I want others to think about, is we tend to think of these things like, oh, if the Kings do this or this team does that, think about like the next 5 years.
Yeah.
That was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And you had the GM of the year, clutch player of the year, coach of the year. They're all gone. Not that many pieces are left from that team. And part of it, is a little bit now by design, but like this stuff changes quickly.
It does.
And so when you think you're in one spot and we're going to be there forever, or in a good way or a bad way, I don't know. The roster turnover is pretty rampant in the NBA. So
it really is. It really, really is.
So don't go like, oh, the next 10 years, this team. It's like, well, what is the team going to be? It changes all the time.
I mean, who is is it Sabonis?
Yeah, I think it's Sabonis and Keegan.
Sabonis, Keegan.
Then after that,
Monk.
Oh Oh, yeah. Sabonis, Keegan, Monk.
Yeah.
DeMar
was the beginning of last season.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I think the Kings have a little bit higher turnover than the average Bear, though.
Yeah, maybe. But
yeah. It doesn't seem like seems long. Now, what's funny is that, like, that 7-game series against the Warriors, that weirdly that's kind of 3 years ago. I don't know why the Portland one seems longer.
Okay, I guess I was thinking about the ramifications. Like, the Warriors series doesn't seem that long ago.
Yeah, that for some reason seems sooner than the Portland clinching, which technically it is, but sooner by years. Question 2, please.
Question 2.
Does yesterday's Duke loss make you second-guess picking Cam Boozer?
It's fun to say, but no. No. All Cam Boozer did in the game was play 39 minutes and go 27-8, 4 assists, couple of blocks. He had a great game. And honestly, I know Terrace Reed Jr. had a great game for UConn with 26, but Cam was the best player on the floor, both sides. Like I keep saying, and again, draft previewing is just about as useful as draft grades, as we've talked about. Nobody knows. I'll say it again. I think Cam Boozer has maybe the highest floor of anyone in the draft. He seems like a very safe pick. He seems like a walking 2010. But once the lottery hits, I'm telling you, and you know this, we're gonna pick apart just about every player as to why that is the wrong player for the Kings, and Cam will certainly be near the top of the list.
I think it's a little bit like anything in life. It's how you look at things, and there's going to be players that get picked that we're going to go, yeah, but they can't do this.
Right.
Sure, you're right. They can't. Or this player, he's not very good here.
Yeah.
Sure, but there's reasons they're being drafted because they're good here, and here. Boozer, I think you're right. I don't see as many flaws maybe in his game as maybe some of the others, but boy, he is where he doesn't maybe pop off the screen as much as some of the other guys, but he is just so steady, so consistent, and really, really good. I can't believe the heartache they must be going through right now, because to me, watching that game, it was just like the slow bleed. I mean, I was in here with the Kings, and the game's on that screen over there, and you can't hear it, but I'm watching it going, man, UConn's getting work today. And then it's just like, well, it's 14, but I don't feel like, it's 10. Oh, no, here they, like, and then it, like, when it got to, like, 7, you could just feel like, here's the wave. It's happening.
Yeah.
And they started to believe it. And to me, it just, I don't know, when we talk about, like, representing your coach.
Yeah.
Like, Hurley is crazy in maybe a good way and a bad
crazy.
way. But he is going to fight. He's going to force his team to fight, and they just kept fighting and stayed with the game. And obviously a few things have to go your way, and people are going to dissect the last play. But that's an incredibly intense game with one of the great finishes we've seen in college basketball.
Can I give you one of the player A, player Bs?
Sure.
All right. Player A in college, 17.4 points, 10 boards, 2.4 assists, and 61.3, the old EFG, if you will. Player 2, 22.4 points.
Also in college?
Also in college. These are the college stats. 22.4 points, 10.3 boards, 4.1 assists. EFG 61.2, 1/10 below. Player A, player B.
Well, player B's numbers are better.
Yeah.
Without context, player B.
Player B is Cameron Boozer.
Mm-hmm.
Is 1 year. Well, what is he? What year is he? Not 1 year. Is he a freshman? Yeah, he is a freshman. Player 2, Chris Webber. Cameron Boozer has better numbers than Chris Webber did at Michigan.
Yeah.
Therefore, he will be the better player.
There you go. Science, math, all of it.
Remember we were having the conversation last week about Brandon Ingram?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I said, look, I hope they get a better player. Brandon Ingram's a great player. I hope they get a better player. It's like if I knew that Cameron Boozer was going to have the career of Chris Webber, would I be disappointed?
That's a question for you. There's no way I would be.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. I'd be fine. I'd be fine with that. The whole thing, the whole package. I'd be fine with that. Chris Webber never won a title.
So what if Ingram ends up with 3 more All-Stars? It'd be the same as Webb?
Yeah. Well, and also Jason Williams won a title, too. I mean, that can't be the end-all, be-all. You know, there's plenty of guys that won a title that I'd be disappointed with if we had them in the draft.
Right.
That being said, it's all a part of changing the culture, or so they say. Question number 3, please.
Question 3.
Is the concept of building a winning culture important for the Kings' future?
Been having a lot of conversations about this lately, and I the more and more I hear it, the more I hate Herm Edwards saying you play to win the game, because I feel like that's one of the, it's such an out of context saying. Now, obviously, he was a player, he was a coach. You know, these are people that were in the locker room. I understand. I get it. And I'm also very aware of how goofy it sounds sometimes when you have media guys questioning athletes or ex-athletes who actually experienced it. Well, we're just like, hey, I'll play you at the Y this weekend. Winning culture is important when it comes to winning a championship and having a sustained level of success. You have to have a winning culture. You do. There are, I guess, notable times when the culture of a team wasn't great, but the talent overcame it. I would say some of those Jordan Bulls teams, certainly some of those Kobe Shaq teams, like they weren't, comfortable, but they were so damn good it didn't matter. You have to have a winning culture, and it's not just for the players that are there, but it's also for new players coming in. We experienced that one time, really, with the Kings, and we've talked about it before, the John Barrys, the Scott Pollards, the Vernon Maxwells. It seemed like Jimmy Jacksons, whoever came in here had the best years of their career, damn near, because of that. And part of that is winning culture and veterans holding veterans accountable and all of that. It's one of the things that, as I grit my teeth and say it, it's one of the things I actually very much like about Draymond Green. You can say whatever you want about Draymond Green, and I could certainly say 100 billion things. And he does some stupid thing, and he does some things that have threatened to explode that team from the inside. But there's a reason why Steph Curry has always been like, don't even think about trading him, because he does not care who you are. He will hold you accountable. I've heard him hold himself accountable before and call himself out. And also there's something to be said about having somebody on the floor with you that you know is going to have your back and is going to take up your cause no matter, like all these young kids playing right now for the Kings and that will assumedly play next year. I wouldn't mind having somebody on the team, not a enforcer type per se. It'd be nice to have them have other skills. And Draymond Green is always a guy that you could run an offense through. He's a gifted passing big man. There's real basketball things with him. And obviously one of the great defenders we've ever seen. I would love for this version of the Kings that we're looking forward to have some sort of a Draymond Green type, maybe without the extracurriculars, but also is that part of what makes him who he is? I don't know, but I do believe the Warriors don't win those titles without Draymond Green being a part of this, and he's probably maybe the most unsung part of those teams when you look at Steph or Clay or Kevin Durant or whoever. Where am I going with this? Because I do think you have to have culture with these guys, the Neat Cliffords and the Max Reynos and whoever it's going to be next year. Where I think that gets taken advantage of a little bit, and this is the conversation I had over the weekend, is when people talk about winning or losing this year. And you have to win this year to establish a winning culture. And I couldn't disagree with that more. Yeah. This team could go 0-82 next year, or this year, excuse me. And if they do the same type of moves they did in 1998, and you're bringing in all kinds of talent, this year does not make a difference. It doesn't carry over. There will be some lessons that carry over. But nobody next year, if this team is talented, is going to be like, we lost those games last year. I don't know. Talent creates winning culture. Wins create winning culture. You have to have talent. I use this example, Jason. You and I could play this weekend. We can go down to the training facility, assuming they're healthy just for this exercise. You and I take on Russ Westbrook and Zach LaVine, right? 2-on-2, okay? And in one of the scenarios, we have a really good attitude. Like, we believe we're going to win. You and me. We believe we're going to win.
Okay.
And the next one, we're just pissed. We know we're going to. Why are we even doing this, right? I'm pretty sure the final score will be about the same. It doesn't matter. I think things like winning attitude are thrown out there like eye test when it's tough to quantify the thing you want to say. People don't like watching their team lose, and they certainly aren't comfortable with watching the team lose on purpose or an organization tanking. But when I hear things like, you got to establish a winning culture and this isn't it, I just feel like they're either being willfully ignorant or it's a Band-Aid. Because what we do this year will not affect next year when it comes to wins. I think it's an abused term, and it's annoying to me.
Yeah, and I think we get the label is out there. For example, I feel like a team right now in the NBA that just has like their own terminology for this is heat culture.
Yes.
They're fine.
Yeah.
They're fine. But if they get one of those kind of wins, however you deem
sure.
it, they come from 17 back with 4 minutes to go to beat the Raptors. That's heat culture, man.
Yeah.
Is it? Or do they just come back from 17 down and have like... But we've labeled that.
Yes.
Oh, the Spurs. How did they
Spurs
always do this?
culture was before heat culture.
Yeah. So how do they always do it? They always find the right guys. Well, that's when they were winning, and they
yes.
were doing it.
Yes.
Did they forget it in
yes.
the last couple of years?
They lost their culture. They misplaced it in the thing.
I think, part of it is matched up with expectations. So let's go back to the Kings here. Mm-hmm. To start the year, I think you, me, most everybody did not have the Kings making the playoffs, and we did not envision them missing this many games with players.
Yeah.
So we didn't think they had enough talent. I believe Scott Perry didn't believe they had enough talent to be a playoff team. They were going to try. They were going to compete.
That too.
And then as it went along, I think not necessarily the or maybe the expectations dropped. It was like, look, this isn't probably going to go our way.
Yes.
It wouldn't be the end of the world to lose more than win. And here they are. Now, when they begin next year, I don't think they're going to have that exact same approach because I think the team's going to be a little bit different. But I think, and here's two other examples of that. Indiana changed their expectations this year when Tyrese Halliburton got hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know why Boston didn't, but they didn't. And Boston was like, and maybe that kind of goes to the team that like, hey, this is who we are. We have too many we're not going to, I know they tweeted yesterday, gap year, and they got their 50th
Yeah,
win.
I saw that.
No, because they had different expectations. And I think, we're not going to drop that much. And then it kind of matched the way they played, and then here they go. We're not going to drop, and they kept those expectations. And that could be labeled as Celtics culture, but I don't think Indiana has any less culture. They just used their situation that they've been in a tough one and realized, like, well, here we are. Now let's go ahead and really cave this year in.
Do you think the Boston Celtics got their 50th win over the weekend? Do you think if Jaylen Brown smashes his Achilles last year and Jason Tatum's the healthy one, they have 50 wins? That's an impossible question to ask.
I'm in the camp, and I'm in the very minority. I think Brown is their best player.
You know what's funny? You and I are sharing a cabin there.
Okay.
Like a little tiny cabin.
I remember earlier, I'm like, gosh, everyone's like, Tatum's a friend. I'm like, isn't Brown? Or, I mean, are they 1 and 1A? Or like, and I never felt like Brown got that. Then they won the title, and Brown got the MVP. And just, I don't know. And he was in the MVP talk this year. Mm-hmm. Tatum's great.
Yes.
He is absolutely great. But I think Brown is pretty close offensively, and he's better defensively.
These are certainly not the same exact players, so get that out of your head, everybody. But it's a little bit of like when you look at the types of players Steph Curry and Kevin Durant are.
Mm-hmm.
You can absolutely make an argument that Kevin Durant's better than Steph Curry, and you can make an argument Steph's better than KD. But there's that thing that I was just talking about things like eye test and winning cultures, these phrases. Here's another one. There's just that thing about Steph Curry that if the game's on the line or the season's on the line or whatever, I would rather have Steph Curry in my corner than I would Kevin Durant. How do I explain it? Well, the Olympics, several finals. Like for some reason, he seems more that guy than KD, and I feel the same way about Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
Like Jaylen Brown seems like now. By the way, Jason Tatum had a hell of a run in the playoffs the year before last, and was having one last year.
And still would gladly take him on any team.
Oh, God, he's insanely good. To me, they're both first ballot Hall of Famers. It'd be nice to have one of those guys.
Yes,
they have two of those guys.
Yeah.
But I think that's just this fan base, understandably, is really trying to wrestle with what
our fan base.
Our fan base. The problem is that this team has been historically bad, and so you have we've been rebuilding since 1985. No, not like this. This is more of your traditional, ethical tank, or again, losing with purpose. They're trying to get younger. They understand. It is fully understood. This is a minimum 2-year project. That is within the organization. The thought not that they're going to be this bad next year. They won't be this bad, almost certainly. But you have next year as well, where you're going to be stuck with some of these contracts.
Yeah, I would to me, the path would be a little bit clearer is if, let's take yesterday's lineup, which basically was without any of the veterans, all the young guys or younger guys.
Yes.
And if we knew for certainty that Sabonis, Levine, Monk, DeRozan were not going to be on the team next year, then I feel like I could get even more out of these games. Like, there'll be a game here. Wow, Clifford looked good.
Sure.
Look at Max. But if we start the season next year with this group, Max is off the bench.
Yep.
Clifford's off the bench. Doesn't mean they're not playing.
Right.
But, I mean, it's a Sabonis, Levine, DeRozan, Monk heavy team, and you're going, yeah, we played 45 to 50 games this year with the young guys. Great. They got their reps, but they aren't the immediate future. At least it doesn't feel like. And they're not discarded.
Right.
But the fact that those veterans are still here makes it a little bit, at the moment, makes it a little bit harder to see what next year will be like.
And it's a strange. Now, you want to talk about building culture and development.
Yeah, they're developing.
Right, but I'm saying the fact that you have some focusing on the losing this year when it comes to culture and development, what you should be focusing on is next year, because next year, as this year has been like hit rock bottom, hopefully, crash and burn, and let's rise out of the ashes type of thing. I'm telling you right now, unless some things happen that are surprising, such as someone takes Zach LaVine's contract, that he opts out, unless some things that are not expected happen, next year's actually going to be a lot weirder than this year.
Yeah.
This year stinks. Next year, weird. Because imagine it. Nobody, again, you never know, but under this thought exercise, nobody's going to give value for Domantas Sabonis between the contract and everything else. Nobody's going to want Zach LaVine's contract whatsoever. I don't know what's happening with Russ. Let's say they can't move DeMar, whatever it may be. Now you're going to have a situation where everybody's healthy going into camp. Mm-hmm. But you also have a situation where you're trying to build for the future, and you know that these guys aren't going to be a part of it. I'm talking about those vets, Malik Monk included. You also have the development you had this year of your Cardwells and especially your Ray Nose, and year 2 of Nate Clifford, on and on. Keegan Murray will be back. DeAndre Hunter will be back. You have a bunch of mid vying for a limited amount of minutes.
Right.
So now you instinctively want to sit some of those vets, but can you sit some of those vets if you're trying to trade them and you need to showcase them at some point? Because they're not going to be happy either.
Yeah, so which young guy turns into this year's Keon Ellis, where we go, he's good enough to be playing, yes, but he's also stuck in a log jam, so he's not, or he is and isn't, or, hey, why aren't they playing Carter? Well, because he's even further down. Who becomes that guy?
I think Devin Carter's the guy. That will be Keon Ellis. I think you're right.
Well, I was even thinking, like, has Max become Keon Ellis?
I don't think so.
I don't know if Cardwell or...
I think this fan base would revolt if Max became Keon Ellis. I think if Max Reynaud got traded over the summer or next year, I honestly think that there would be protests outside I'm literally not joking. No, I'm saying I literally think if they traded again, depending on who they traded him for, but if they traded Max Reynaud this summer or early part of next year, I think fans would lose their mind.
Well, let's say, I'm going to give an example of it could make it tricky. Okay, they draft Boozer. So whatever pick that is, first, fourth, I don't know, fifth.
Yeah.
You have Sabonis.
Yeah.
Murray,
Yep.
Hunter.
Yep.
Maybe you even keep Achua, Boozer. Like, I love Matt. I mean, where?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to play Boozer out of him. Well, because he picked him fourth, third.
They're going to want Boozer and Reno as the front line.
Okay, did you move Sabonis?
No. I get it.
You're not playing a two-time. Yeah, I mean, that's.
I
anyway,
totally get
that's
it.
the
and
weird part you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have a 2-time All-Star, if not injured, 3-time defending rebounding champion guy that you can run your offense through, a top 5 center in the league.
Yeah.
You're like, no, I need Reno and Boozer. The problem with Reno and Boozer going in, though, and again, we'll get into draft talk this summer, but can Reno and Boozer share the front line, or do you run into the exact same problems, which is you don't have same problem you had with Sabonis. Okay, you can't have a center that doesn't have rim protection.
Right.
Also,
then has Cardwell become Keon Ellis?
We should call it. No, it's a great way to think, Jason. Like your top 5 Keon Ellises, like, types. And honestly, I think it goes Devin Carter number 1. Yeah, I think Dylan Cardwell would be number 2. I think he's definitely on that list where it's like, all right, we're all falling in love with him. He's not Ben Wallace. It's like, these are the guys. For me, the Davion Mitchell, Keon Ellis, Devin Carter, Dylan Cardwell types. Just those 4 alone. Like, those are my types of dudes. Now, they're not going to win a championship. They may not even make the playoffs. But those are, to me, OKC Thunder type rotational dudes that are wonderful glue pieces that you build superstars around. Yeah. By the way, last thing on winning culture. Dang, we're late. Generally, a top 5 pick go to a crap team, and then they lose a bunch while they're rookies. Where's the? I mean, got these guys going into these horrible teams. Oh. And then they eventually usually turn it around and they become a playoff team. Like, is Anthony Edwards a worse player now because of those first couple years of losing? We'll take a break. When we come back, the final 20 is all set in the NBA with 2 weeks to go. We'll look at the playoff picture. And most importantly, sad news about the Kings when it comes to the playoffs. We'll get to it next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Country in the Park is back. May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo. Miranda Lambert. John Party. Chris Young. Turnpike Troubadours. Dylan Scott and more. Line dancing live DJs, Mechanical Bulls, huge festival area, and food trucks. Tickets start at only $68. Country in the Park. May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo with the California Highway Patrol, Fox Family Heating and Air, and Tecovas. More info at CITPFest.com.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
If your business depends on reliable vehicles, it's time to upgrade your fleet at myelkgrovechevrolet.com. We specialize in fleet pricing, bulk discounts, and fast approvals, so your team stays on the road and on the job. From work trucks and vans to fuel-efficient sedans and SUVs, we have the inventory, service, and financing to keep your business moving. Call or visit myelkgrovechevrolet.com today and ask about exclusive fleet savings. myelkgrovechevrolet.com. Driving business forward.
I see Beam Team LTB. I'm assuming that's Light the Beam.
Yeah.
In the chat, along with all of you, MC, Jason,
y'all.
AA, Ron, and hello, and love you. I'm trying to figure this out. I even turned it from top chat to live chat because sometimes, for some reason, if it's on top chat, it won't show certain people. Like Jess always gets edited out by top chat. You have to hit live chat sometimes. I'll see people saying, hi, Jess, and I can't see your name, so I have to go to live chat to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out who our guy Beam Team is arguing with. I feel like he's arguing about winning versus losing and which is better, which is worse, but I don't see anybody arguing against him unless he's just making statements. I don't know, Jason.
Okay.
I don't know how that works. Whoa, what was that, Chris? Is that a good song?
Extra.
The NBA's Final 20.
Yeah, is this the league's worst nightmare now in this sense that, like we said yesterday, the Kings-Nets game was ideally not what they wanted, but the 10 in the East are set. The 10 in the West are set. We got the 5 teams that have been eliminated in each conference. We got 2 weeks to go. Now, there's positioning.
Yes.
But all the play-in teams, like, for example, the Warriors really, I mean, I guess they don't have to win anymore. I mean, the 10th could be the 9th, but really, what are they playing for? There's just a lot of weird scenarios this year. It's been a weird NBA season.
The Warriors are 10.5 games ahead of the Grizzlies for the play-in spot.
Yeah, Grizzlies, all those teams have been eliminated.
All been eliminated.
And how far back are they of Portland?
They are 1.5 back of Portland. But again, does that really make
Well, then they'd host them in the 9-10 game, but they'd have to win that and then go win the next one. And
meanwhile, in the East,
there's good races at the 10 through 5, but
well, the Hornets, Heat, and Magic are all basically in a virtual tie at 39 wins. 39 and 36 has you in the play-in in the East. But they're 10 games ahead of the Milwaukee Bucks, who are in 11th. All of those teams have been eliminated.
Yeah.
I would say, and
that's with adding the play-in to make it a little bit, it was what they wanted, more competition all the way to the end, and it feels like a little bit of a unique year in this way.
Look, the playoffs have a chance to, and oftentimes they do, salvage this.
Yes.
I think this year's kind of sucked, and that's taking like Kingsness out of the equation. It's just kind of sucked. It seems like this year has been more about flopping, tanking, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander being unethical, Nikola Jokic not playing defense. There's no real
Luka whining.
LeBron kind of fading out. The Warriors fading out. Like, there's no real drama. I mean, on the court. Rivalries. Teams that hate each other.
Yeah, maybe coming.
That's what I'm saying. The playoffs have a way of doing that. I'm sitting here and I'm what are the just? I'm just going to put you on the spot just for a thought exercise, real quick, without thinking about it and with as minimal thinking as possible. Give me, whether it's this week or for the season, just give me the 3 stories in the NBA that pop into your head first. Any 3, team, individual.
Kawhi Leonard and the
aspiration. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe the Spurs turnaround.
Okay.
I don't know what else. That's
Tatum's come back.
Huh?
Tatum's come back.
Sure. You kind of defeated my point. Is cream supposed to have floaty things? I just put creamer in my coffee. Let me ask you something, Jason. Would you drink that? Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Would you drink that?
No.
I would not either. Well, that's a waste of a cup of coffee. That's gross. All right. I'm glad I didn't expect you to mention the Spurs. That was going to be my point, was that the Spurs have not lost in 57 days. Or excuse me, the Spurs have 2 losses in 57 days. They are on a 24-2 run. They are currently on a 24-2 run, and they're still 2.5 behind. I think they've picked up a game or 2 on the Thunder in this stretch. It's starting to get to the point where they're not going to be there in the all-timer type of situation, but the San Antonio Spurs were the 3rd worst team in the Western Conference last year at 34-8. and 48.
Yeah.
Now they are 56 and 18. They're already 22 games better, and they're going to be 25, 26 games better than they were last year, which is about a third of the season.
Yeah.
It really is the story of the season so far has been the emergence of San Antonio. Now we're wondering, well, what can they do in the playoffs?
Yeah, them and maybe Detroit too, right? What they've been able
Absolutely.
to do. But you're right. I think the playoffs are the ones that can really help because it's also been about expansion. Tanking's been a big part of it, not just because we're here in Sacramento, but just how much it's been on the mind of the commissioner.
Yeah.
So it's like, wait, we're not even highlighting the Spurs enough or the Thunder again and what Detroit has done.
No.
And I don't know, the Knicks, can Mike Brown and that group do it? The Lakers surge. Like there's a lot of things that are going on that it just doesn't feel like maybe it'll happen when the playoffs get here. And that's what happened a little bit last year with Indiana and Halliburton kept making all those great game winners and those crazy shots that the Pacers were making. So maybe the playoffs will kind of restore this.
That's what you hope. And you even had Indiana's resurgence, like making and it's so funny because I think we as Kings fans have such terrible PTSD that sometimes we don't have enough time to keep up with all the PTSD. I was thinking about this over the weekend because last year, if I remember right, wasn't it last year? You had the emergence of the Pacers. Wasn't last year when the Pacers made the NBA Cup Finals? Or was that the year before?
Year before.
Okay, so the year before they make the NBA Cup Finals, then last year they graduate to the NBA Finals. And all we're thinking about is looking inside and watching the point guard we drafted lead his team to the finals while we were on our way somewhat down. We were worse than we were the year before. I don't know how many Kings fans it's clicked with that you're about to watch that again. And you've been watching it all year. Like a point guard that we drafted helping lead his team to what is now the second best record in the NBA behind the Thunder. You mentioned the Pistons. They're 2 games better than the Pistons. I don't know if they're going to make the finals. I don't know if they're going to win the championship. But this is the second time in 2 years that we as Kings fans have effectively had to watch a point guard we drafted that got out of here thrive.
Let me ask you this, or maybe this
Lead is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
No, I
said,
but I very specifically said help lead.
Yeah.
Because yes, he's not Halliburton's the guy on the Pacers. De'Aaron is at best the second, if not third guy.
Which is funny because sometimes I think Halliburton gets too much credit for, he's amazing in what they're doing. And maybe Fox doesn't get enough, but I think the biggest difference is it's Wemby. Like Chris said, it doesn't happen without Wemby.
Absolutely doesn't happen without Wemby. And Wemby is the alpha and the omega of that team for sure. But I mean,
does that make it easier though? I think if Fox is on the Spurs without Wemby, let's say I hate to use this example, but his blood clot of last year is this year.
Yeah.
I think they're in the play-in. They're in the top 10.
Can I make a statement to you that I don't think there's any context necessary whatsoever and should be taken completely on face value and not pushed back on whatsoever in any way?
Yeah.
Spurs had Castle and Wemby on the roster last year.
Yeah. Well, remember what they were doing until the blood clot?
Yeah.
They were a lot better.
Then Fox joins up, and all of a sudden they're the second best team in the NBA.
He was there last year.
Yeah, barely. He was there for 5 minutes.
Where do you think the Kings are if they don't make that trade?
Where are the Kings if they don't trade Fox?
Yes.
They're treadmilling, I think. I think if the Kings don't make that trade, they're probably 10 wins minimum better than they are right now. And that's not all because of Fox. I think if Fox is here, I think some of these guys may not be magically wouldn't have the incredible serious injuries they've had. Some would have played through it, et cetera, et cetera. I think we'd have it's not me saying Fox means 10 wins better. I think Fox is good for a few, but I think also some of these other guys would have played. Yeah. And the biggest weakness on this team all year has been point guard for the most part, with the exception of Russ emerging again. Wemby is the alpha and the omega. I would actually say Castle. Like, if you're giving me a list of guys I'd pluck off that team, Castle's probably second. You've got Harper in there, and you've got a lot of guys around there. But where I think De'Aaron Fox is very underrated on the success of the Spurs team is, and I'll do a cooking analogy. When you're making a sauce, it doesn't matter what the ingredients are. You have to have an emulsifier. You have to have an oil in there that mixes with the egg or egg white to make the mayonnaise. You have to have mustard in with the oil and other stuff to make the vinaigrette. If you just have oil and vinegar and whatever, they don't blend as well. And I think Fox for the Spurs this year has been the emulsifier. I think there are fantastic ingredients that are in some cases more important than he is, better quality ingredients than De'Aaron Fox. But I think having him and his abilities in the clutch, all the way around, the vet presence, having him running that offense for Wemby and friends, I think he's a massive part of why they're better. I don't think it has to be an either or. I think he is a massive part of why they're better. And once again, as we take a break, that's the point. We as Kings fans, what makes this all even tougher is we once again have to watch another point guard that we drafted thrive on another team and be relevant in the postseason while we're holding our mug and wiping the glass on the outside of the winner's day. Everybody's celebrating on the inside and singing Christmas carols, and we're going, please, sir, may I have another? Please, sir. Sir.
Wait, are we inside or outside?
We're outside.
They're inside, Chris.
They're inside, Chris. They're inside dancing and square dancing and doing that Alaman left thing and singing Christmas carols.
You want in there?
Roasting chestnuts. And I want in there with the rest of the party. And De'Aaron found a admission ticket, and he's in there skipping around like Disney. And we're still in the snowstorm in the outside with our little mug, just hoping for some.
Let me in. I got a square dance.
I got a square dance, or whatever they. I just got that scene in my head from A Christmas Carol. We'll take a break. When we come back, Kings Hawks, Kings Net. It's a double dose. Kings Rewind, and it happens next.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
When you take the time to shop at Folsom Lake Honda, there's one thing you'll always find. Happy people ready to serve you. As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Looking to own or lease? During the spring sales event, drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda. Yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
Hagen Oaks knows you can buy a driver off the shelf anywhere, but Hagen Oaks is the only place where you'll find total game fitting. The Hagen Oaks TrackMan-powered player performance studio fits clubs to your swing. Ping's Ballnamic Ball Fitter finds your optimum golf ball. The putter fitting studio makes you a better putter, and FootJoy's 3D foot scanner finds your correct fit. In fact, Hagen Oaks will fit you from head to toe with equipment and apparel to make you the player you want to be. It's total game fitting, and it's only at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop, Fulton Avenue at the Cap City Freeway.
How was your break? It was great until I stopped for gas. Prices have gone up almost $1 with no end in sight. I might have to start watching how much I drive.
That's exactly why I use Upside. I never pay full price for gas with the free Upside app.
Upside?
Yes, Upside. It's the free app that gives you cash back just for buying the gas you're already buying. So even with the rising gas prices, I'll never have to limit how much I drive.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Just last year, I made over $200 with the Upside app.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app right now.
Download the free Upside app to earn cash back on the gas you're already buying. Use promo code THRIVE25 for an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code THRIVE25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first fill-up. That's THRIVE25.
Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Switchfoot Live. Friday, April 24th, 7 p.m. The venue at Thunder Valley. With Fuel. And Lit. And Thomas Ian Nicholas. For tickets, visit ThunderValleyResort.com. One incredible night with Switchfoot, Fuel, and Lit. Together live.
Carmichael Dave. He has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say.
He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
Not just one, but two. Kings Rewinds. We also have post-game reaction. We'll get to baseball. And we're going to talk March Madness as well. A lot of things to talk about. Also, at some point, when we have a lull, I need to get to the best thing in sports over the weekend as well that I saw. An uplifter, if you will. In the meantime, Kings Rewind right now, please.
Well, the Sacramento Kings road trip continued on Saturday in the Peach State as they were playing the Hawks in the ATL.
You know, I can eat a peach for hours.
Makes his second appearance. Yes. The Hawks were on the second night of a back-to-back, but they came in with a 15-3 record since the All-Star break, which is the best in the Eastern Conference.
I don't like the sound of them apples. Well, what are we going to do?
Well, the Hawks are going to be without a couple of key pieces in starting center Onyeka Okongwu and the talk of the offseason with many Kings fans, Jonathan Kuminga.
I don't think about you at all.
Oh. One other Hawk missing this game was Dyson Daniels, which means that Carmichael Dave was not going to be able to get his random stat right of 5 steals or more for Daniels.
No, dude, no way.
I'm glad Chris thinks making fun of a short person is funny.
That was Rewind.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, person. Chris. Vertically challenged? Ooh, what's the term? I don't know. Back to you.
With his family in the building, Nick Clifford was back for the Kings and was first off the bench for Doug Christie in the opening quarter.
Well, now, look at this big fella. Clifford, is it?
Every time.
After the first quarter, the Kings were looking good, leading Atlanta 30-27.
We're not that bad.
Hobo.
In the second quarter, the Kings kept pushing that lead and got it up to 7 at 38-31, and they were even a bit frustrated as DeMar DeRozan picked up a technical foul.
I'm going to lose my freaking mind.
The Kings have been prone to droughts or giving up big runs. Well, it happened again. The final 6:48 of the second, the Hawks outscored Sacramento 31-12.
Here we go again.
So at the half, the Hawks were up by a dozen, 66-54. Over the second and third quarter, the Kings have some significant highlights as Daquan Plowden had a monster jam, so cue up the G-Man.
Kings up 5, 36-31. Going for the hammer. Full extension from the right wing is Daquan Plowden.
Then in the third, Daquan Jeffries also attacked the rack.
Lead pass. Jeffries going strong. Hammer time. Big 2-foot bounce. Went up and flushed it with a two-hand, and it was spectacular.
Will there be a Daquan Plowden someday? Yeah, Daquan.
Are those highlights even real?
They're real and they're spectacular.
There you go.
Hold on. Is that what's-her-face in Seinfeld? Talking to Jerry about... Is that that clip? I got a Seinfeld reference.
You got it.
I got one. How about that? Back to you.
At the end of the third quarter, the Kings got a boost as time expired, and a half-court heave from Killian Hayes went in. So we enter the fourth quarter, the Kings down just 6.
It's the final countdown.
Sacramento would tie it with 8 minutes to go, and then the second major lull of the game happened to the Kings as Atlanta ripped off an 11-0 run to put the game away.
And this is your way of ripping my heart out.
Kings get swept by the Hawks 123-113, and Atlanta wins for the 16th time in 19 tries, while the Kings fall to 19-56, leaving just 7 games to play. Well, the road trip continued on Sunday with the last back-to-back of the season, and this was in Brooklyn on Sunday afternoon.
Where Brooklyn at?
These two teams faced one another just a week ago, and the Kings got the win.
I just want to wish you one last hearty and heartfelt suck it!
One of my favorites.
Neither team has won since. In fact, the Nets have dropped 10 in a row.
Man, you are one pathetic loser. No offense.
This game also was a look at former Kings assistant coach Jordy Fernandez, who is running things as head coach of the Nets.
Who are you? Who are you? Huh? Who are you?
Well, the Kings have been without players all season long, but Sunday was a new high. Out Sabonis, Levine, Murray, Hunter, Eubanks, Monk, Westbrook, and DeRozan. All told, that means the Kings were missing 114 points per game from the lineup.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
That left Doug Christie with 9 players and only 2 veterans, and he would start his 35th different starting lineup.
We're fucking switching.
The Nets got off to a quick start and put some distance on the Kings in the opening quarter with a 31-18 opening 12 minutes.
I'm sorry, I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, it was bad there. The second quarter got worse for Sacramento as they trailed by as much as 27 points and went into the locker room down by 23.
That was nasty.
The one thing we could say about this disappointing season for the Kings is that they will keep fighting, and they did that in the third by cutting the deficit to 13 to begin the final quarter.
I can't wait to kill you.
The fight was a soft punch, and it didn't land, as the Nets were able to keep an arm's distance away from the Kings, and they cruised to a 116-99 victory.
All right, Homer, let's see the left. Okay. Let's see the right.
Just a second.
When you're ready.
It is the 15th time this season that the Kings failed to get to 100 points.
Oh, come on!
With that win, the Nets snapped their 10-game losing streak.
Oh, look at me. I'm making people happy. I'm the magical man from Happy Land in a gumdrop house on Lollipop Lane. Oh, by the way, I was being sarcastic.
So on Sunday, the Pacers and Nets won. The Kings and Wizards lost. So the bottom 4 race over the final 2 weeks will be worth watching.
You asked for it, you got it.
So the Kings will close out their road trip on Wednesday in Toronto against the Raptors.
Dinosaurs! I'm Dave and I love dinosaurs. Raptors are cool, but my favorite is Stegosaurus.
And now you know what happened in the 2 games over the weekend.
Hate you, dude.
Me?
Not you. No, you're good. You're great. You're great.
Thanks, but why do you hate Jason?
You're great.
Dinosaur.
Why do you guys hate dinosaurs so much, Chris?
I don't hate dinosaurs. I don't think about them at all.
You asked for it, you got it.
I think you asked for it.
A lot of us asked for it. I definitely asked for it. Hey, rehab ain't fun, man. Got to do.
No.
Got to do leg lifts and sweat and stuff, and it's not easy, man.
Gonna make you sweat.
Gary Woodland had a lesion on his brain, and in his late 30s, early 40s, I think, the PGA golfer. You know, like I think any of us who had to go in and have surgery for a lesion on our brain, we're thinking about whether or not we would live as opposed to play golf again. Well, good news is he lived, but just a couple weeks ago, he did a very intense interview on Golf Channel. And he said he has got a lot of PTSD going on about it.
It's been hard.
Why is it important to come forward right now to talk about this?
I can't waste energy anymore hiding this. And I'm blessed with a lot of support out here. The tour and everyone's just been amazing. Every week I come out and everyone's so excited and happy that I'm back. And, you know, I hear that every week. It's so nice to see you past this. It's so nice to see you 100%. And I appreciate that love and support, but inside I feel like I'm dying. And I feel like I'm living a lie. And that, I don't want to waste energy on that anymore. I want to focus my energy on me and my recovery, my dreams out here, my family. I don't want to waste energy hiding this. It's been hard.
That was just a couple weeks ago. And he's a former major winner. He won the U.S. Open. And he goes out And by the way, he had issues this week. There was a moment, or I think I read about a thing where the crowd was getting a little bit too close behind him. That's something that triggers him a bit, and he had a rough time. But in the end, you turn on the TV yesterday, the guy's got a 5-shot lead going into the home stretch, and he broke down on. I mean, as soon as that final putt dropped, he broke down. By the way, he's playing the tournament he won benefits a pediatric teaching hospital in Texas, obviously many of which have dealt with brain issues, amongst others. And for a long time, first off, Gary Woodland's one of the most liked people on the tour before this happened. Everybody sings his praises. When he was walking up the 18th, he was playing with Minwoo Lee and I want to say Nikolai Højgaard were the other two in his threesome, and they were pumping the crowd up to cheer him even louder. His wife came out, and he just kind of collapsed in her arms and was sobbing. And it was interesting how you started out the weekend with angering and sad news about Tiger Woods, the golfer, and you ended the weekend with lump in your throat news about a completely different golfer in Gary Woodland. If you aren't familiar with the story, read about it. It's really, really cool, and one of those things that makes sports absolutely awesome. We'll take a break. When we come back, Kings post-game reaction, competitive and then not. We got a standings update as well. And Doug Christie, I think it was yesterday, his pregame press conference, something to be remembered. We'll tell you about it next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Spring is here, and there's really nothing better than hitting the open road in a new Honda. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, Stockton Honda has the selection and savings, plus get top dollar for your trade. And while life's roads are often filled with bumps, buying from Stockton Honda couldn't be smoother. Wherever the road you travel might lead, Stockton Honda is happy to get you there. Come in today or go to StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
WHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Halfway through the program. I gotta go home and pack today, Jason. 12 days of packing.
You sound like you're from London.
12 days.
Yes. Because I'm going to New York tomorrow night. So that's tomorrow night. Well, I guess I don't have to pack tomorrow because I'm wearing the clothes, right? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I come back Sunday. That's 12 underwears. That's 12 socks. That's 12 shirts. 3 shoes. Plus nightwear.
Evening wear.
Evening wear, which for me consists of like...
Well, plus the stuff you got to shower first. To get on your life flag.
I don't know what TSA is going to be like, man.
Isn't it better now? Didn't they sign a deal?
Yeah, they signed. I think it is.
You're flying out of San Francisco, though,
Yeah.
right? They're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm going to do the shower.
I know. Was it last week? Last week or the week before, I was seeing on social media, like, the line, just like... But then some people are like, well, I got here 4 hours early, and people that are leaving later today are even here, and that was part of the problem. And then someone was like in maybe Phoenix's airport. He's like, yeah, I got here 2.5 hours early because I was afraid. And it's like, I'm by myself. Nobody was there.
No, it's
all over the place.
The airlines aren't helping. Like I'm flying United. I usually fly United now. I quit JetBlue. I'm flying United, and I saw this United customer service response. This guy's like, "Hey, I'm flying out of Houston. The lines are a little over 4 hours long. Are you going to adjust your policy? Because I guess United will not take your checked bag more than 4 hours before departure." Guy's like, can you adjust your policy so I can check my bag since the security lines are so long? They're like, yeah, sorry, we can't adjust that. It's like, bro, are you serious? Why would you even reply? Just ignore him then, because you're now saying the lines are longer than 4 hours, but you won't accept the bags longer than 4. I know everybody. I tend to try to side with workers in these situations because I know it's difficult. I do. I get it. Everyone's tough. Everyone has it tough. But dude, you got to have some common sense. You know the Ring cameras?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have these Ring cameras, right? I hadn't logged in a while, but I rehooked them up yesterday. And I call the customer service.
That's helpful.
I can't. Yeah. Let's just say it wasn't a pleasant experience, dude. I just changed my password, so that's one form of authentication. They sent me an email with a code, but then when I opened the email, they said, oh, we don't recognize this device. We can't send you a code. Here's a third option. I call customer service because that option didn't work. They send a code to my phone. I answer the code. I repeat it back to them, right? And they're like, yeah, we still can't open it up. You need to upload an identification and do a biometric face scan. I said, that didn't work. They said, well, you're going to have to try again in a day. And I'm like, dude, at what point? I understand you should have really good security to access people's cameras. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
It's cameras. It could be anywhere. I was verified 3 times. And then I asked if I could, because you couldn't file a complaint with that person. I'm always really nice. Like, hey, I know it's not you. I asked to speak to a supervisor. I was Karening out, I guess. I said, hey, could I please speak to a supervisor? I said, yeah, no problem. Hold on. They put me on hold, and it hung up. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing with customer service? And stop with the AI thing where it's some guy named Craig, and you hear, the built-in typing in the background to make you think that it's an actual person. I know it's not you, dude. Just don't try to fool me.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
That's everything.
It sounds frustrating.
Haven't they figured
You currently have to wait 3 hours for our next available.
Haven't they figured out that stuff will make you more angry? When they try to empathize with you as a program, just like Chris did, that's a very good point. Unfortunately, we can't help you today. I feel your pain. No, you don't, dude. I'm going to punch you in the stupid computer throat.
You're a series of ones and zeros.
Right. Doug Christie talking about the Brooklyn Nets yesterday, Jason Ross.
Even 4 nights for you guys. How tough is it, dog days of the season, late season road trip like this to get the guys up for a game like this?
Is Mitch one of the reporters? Good job, Mitch.
No, it is, but that's not an excuse. This is about professionalism. And, I thought early we didn't meet the level of physicality. Then the third quarter we came out and met the level and then just kind of ran out of gas. But that first quarter is not really who we are and what we want to be about and what we put out when we put on the Sacramento Kings jersey. So it doesn't matter if it's 3 and 4 nights, 4 and 7, whatever it is. You have to, excuse me, come to compete, and we find a group that gives the proper energy and plays to our standard.
Is a reason to not draft somebody because their name rhymes with loser? What about that? Do you accept that? Like, couldn't draft him. His name literally rhymes with loser. No. Okay. Here's Doug Christie. I'm playing without the veterans.
It's difficult because a lot of times, we look at Debo, we look at Russ, we look at those guys, especially Debo, and they have the ability, and Russ has the ability to not let the pressure bother him of people picking him up full court and things. And then Debo has the ability to play through him in the half court that can really calm us down, either get a good shot, get to the free throw line, which is super important because one thing about getting to the free throw line is you get to set up your defense. But that's no excuse. These are valuable opportunities for our young players to figure out how to play with each other. And when you don't have that type of talent in those guys, what is the response? The response is moving the ball and moving bodies. And you got to play together and share the basketball.
Okay, last thing from Doug Christie, just kind of on the young guys in general.
Watching them and having done what they did, it's impressive because they continue to come out and compete at a high level. As young players, they are getting invaluable opportunities that they can leverage in the summertime to understand why it's important to strength train, why it's important to make sure that your condition is high, why it's important to make sure that your flexibility is at a high point, on top of the fact of sharpening all your tools so that you come back with a greater sense of ability on the floor when you get put in super situations.
Losing with purpose. Yesterday is what I would refer to as a good loss.
Yeah, it did open up a door, an opportunity here to get into the top 3 lottery odds.
And at this point,
which is what, a 1.5% chance better than fourth.
That means 1.5 more M&Ms in the jar, in the jar itself. At this point, with no disrespect to the players or Doug Christie, I think I and many others are let's just lose out. Let's lose out, go home. No need to win anymore. No need to win. And if you are going to win, please try to do it at home so the home fans can see.
So an acceptable win the rest of the way would be young guys at home.
To be clear,
acceptable, not preferred.
No, right. But I want to give you the right answer. I don't think any wins are acceptable.
Okay,
but I would say the most acceptable type of win the rest of the year would be exactly what you said. Yeah, I'm not going to be happy with no. You've got.
So the question is, if they don't win again, that leaves them at 19. Yeah. Can Brooklyn, Washington, or Indiana catch them? And they play each other. There's some common games amongst them.
I think it's safe. I would bet a large amount of money that if the Kings lost out, they would be in the bottom 3.
Okay.
A large amount of money. They're what would we say, half game out? I don't think the bottom 3 are all. Well, they can't all lose out because some of them, as you just said, play each other. I'm fairly confident the Kings lost their remaining 6 games left. They would be in the bottom 3. And as long as they're one of those. Now, if you want to know what's going to happen, I can tell you this. They will lose out. They will end up in the bottom 3. And then we will watch as the team in the 4th spot gets the number 1 pick. I mean, it's guaranteed that's going to happen, but
it's guaranteed. Well, finish fourth.
A couple of things. Couple of different people talking about Doug postgame, and I want to address these from the 916. Okay. Doug is literally a tape recorder. He doesn't say anything different. And the other one is Doug is like a yappy chihuahua. He's annoying and slightly amusing. That's the best I can say about his coaching. Look, I you're being kind. I don't think it's interesting. I think it's easy to dunk on Doug Christie. And I will say the same thing I have said all year long. I don't know if Doug Christie is an average coach, a good coach, or a terrible coach. This isn't me defending his coaching in any way because I don't freaking know. What I do know is prime Greg Popovich and Eric Spoelstra making out with Red Auerbach and Casey Jones and having Pat Riley as a love child would maybe add 2 to 3 wins to this team this year. This is a terrible team, beset with terrible injuries, having to do terrible things, and you've got all of that falling on the shoulders of a rookie coach who loves this team and loves this town, and this may, in fact, be his only chance to ever coach in the NBA. Of all the things we've talked about this year at length, I don't understand why it's not talked about more, that Doug Christie is taking a giant bullet for the entire franchise and for us here. Again, he might be a sucky coach, dude. I don't know. I don't. But nobody's having success here, and this poor guy who's I believe he's the lowest paid coach in the league. All of that's fine. But how the hell are you supposed to judge Doug Christie on this?
Yeah, I go back to what we were talking about earlier in expectations. So I'm going to give you 2 other teams. Yeah. That are down with the Kings, Utah and Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. And by all accounts, in those markets, they have their coaches, Jordy Fernandez and Will Hardy, signed and locked in for a couple more years. Yep. And I believe they think they may have a good coach in those guys. They may. Yeah. They know they don't have the greatest roster. Nope. But there's not even really talk about changing things there.
No, and by the way, Rick Carlisle is not worried about his job either.
No, nor should he be.
Nor should he be.
Right. The one I'm not sure about, and I feel like is more in the Doug line, is the way it feels at least, is Brian Keefe, the Wizards coach. Yeah. Because he kind of came in as an interim and then got the job much like Doug. But if the expectations were this team wasn't going to be a playoff team, which I think that is what most everybody felt, I think also universally people thought they would win more games than they've won. Yeah. But I think the reason for that has been the injuries. So non-playoff team that's underachieving is different than if we thought this was a 45-win team, 48-win team, battling for a top 6. Yeah. They're not.
No.
And so, to your point, I would really like to see Doug with a different roster, but I don't know that he's going to get that chance. I mean, it might be almost the same kind of roster to begin next year if he's back.
Can I very quickly defend the people ripping Doug, though?
Sure.
I'm gonna get in their shoes. I'm gonna defend them for a second. Last year, Mike Brown lost 6 in a row, culminating with the Detroit loss, and was fired. Mm-hmm. And what clearly happened is that Mike Brown honestly forgot how to coach. So in the offseason, he obviously, took a bottle of coach pills and was reborn and is now 48-27 with the Knicks. And the only explanation there for me is that he's just coaching better. He coached poorly last year, and this year he's coaching amazing. Meanwhile, and I'm not counting the Laker game. I'm throwing the Laker game in with Mike Brown. Doug Christie then comes in, and after Mike Brown had them on a 6-game losing streak and the whole thing on the plane, all the hullabaloo there, and Mike Malone saying no balls, no class, or whatever he said. The chaos, Doug Christie comes in and he rights the ship. And they win 7 in a row. And they win 10 of the 11. And now in the benefit of hindsight, when I look back on that, it's because Doug Christie was coaching his ass off. He had snorted an entire pile of coaching skill dust. And that's what those smelling salts are this year, right? But something happened in the offseason. And whatever Mike Brown did in the offseason, Doug Christie obviously didn't do, because it appears that Doug Christie has completely forgotten how to coach. Last year, great coach. This year, terrible coach. Mike Brown last year, terrible coach. Mike Brown this year, great coach. Also, if you're saying, well, that's the Kings, Dave. That's the Kings. I understand what you're saying. Culture, winning culture, losing culture, and all that. Well, let's talk about Mitch Johnson. By the way, I promise you 75% of you have no idea who Mitch Johnson is out there. When I say Mitch Johnson, you're thinking, was he the reliever for the Phillies or whatever? Is he an adult film star? Well, I can tell you, Mitch Johnson last year, he did not know how to coach in the National Basketball Association. Mitch Johnson last year finished the year at 34-48. 34-48. With one of the best defensive players in the league, if not the best. The rookie of the year. An all-star that they picked up during the trade deadline. And all he could manage was 34-48. You know what Mitch did in the offseason, Jason? Mitch Johnson got together with Mike Brown, and they snorted a whole pile of coaching juice.
Now it's juice.
I wanted to clean it up. Now Mitch Johnson, the head coach of the San Antonio Spurs, is 56-18. And sometimes I think to myself, look at how much better he's gotten between last year and this year. It's amazing how much worse Doug got and how much better Mike Brown got when he went to the Knicks and how much better Mitch Johnson got when he went to the Spurs. And my entire long, semi-nonsensical at times point is this. Coaching is important, but it's also a little overrated. You need to have a good coach helps. But put Greg Popovich on the Sacramento Kings with all the other decisions remaining the same over the last 45 years, we're not going to have a huge difference. Put Eric Spoelstra there, we're not going to have a huge difference. It's a synergy between ownership knowing their role, the front office being good at what they do, and being synergistic with the coaching staff. And we don't have that. Those other teams do. Oh, and they have better rosters. And when you have better rosters, weirdly, it makes you look like a better coach. So when you text in and you say things like, Doug is this, Doug is that, Doug stinks, Doug's this, Doug's that, I'm saying, golly, what do you want from him? He might suck. Doug Christie might be the worst coach in the NBA. I don't know. But I like to see what Doug could do with a full year of the Spurs. Because I can almost guarantee you if Doug was the coach of the Spurs this year, they'd probably have a similar record, and we'd be hearing things like, the players really respond to Doug. They really do. It's his competitive spirit. He was a coach on the floor when he played. Just a natural fit. He's one of those guys like a Steve Kerr type that just came into the NBA and was amazing. What if Steve Kerr, you bring this up, what if Steve Kerr had gone to the Knicks instead of the Warriors?
Yeah.
I don't think Steve Kerr would be as good a coach as he is now, Jason. I don't think he'd be as good a coach at all. Phil Jackson's greatest coach of all time. Most would say. Most decorated for sure. And I'm pretty sure that without him, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kobe Bryant probably aren't as good and don't win championships or go to the Hall of Fame. Correlation is not always causation.
Right.
And in these situations, I think you need to be very careful. And now if you come to me and you point out very specific, Doug's rotations were terrible here, here, and here. He refused to respond to this mismatch when he could have done this. If you're bringing me very specific things that Doug and the staff are doing that and the solutions you would have suggested, I am all ears. That's how you criticize a coach. His post-game press conferences and saying, what the hell do you want him to say? This team sucks. I'm doing everything I can. I love these guys. I go to battle with them every night. I ride on the planes. I ride on the buses with them. We all want to win, dude. I don't want to lose. Screw that. And every night I go home and I kick myself in the junk because it feels better than losing.
That's hard to do.
I mean, it'd be a great quote. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not being defensive of Doug, even though it sounds. I'm just being defensive of the concept.
Yeah, well, and I think you're talking about Mike Brown. He's in a funny situation where he was let go here. He goes to a much better, more talented team, but man, are the expectations large. So Mike Brown's got a lot more wins. None of the people in New York are going to care about that unless they get to the finals. That's what Mike Brown has to do. Doug Christie wanted to win as many games as he possibly could.
Yes.
But there was, again, I'm going back to expectations. This was not projected to be a playoff team. Doesn't mean you don't try to become one. But they weren't, and then they had injuries, and they've had a really bad year. But to your point, I think if you change out the coach, I don't know how different this is based on the circumstances.
It's not. And well, how do you know it's not, Dave? How do you know it's not, Jason? Because point to things that would be different.
Yeah.
We watch every minute of every game. Of course, Doug's made dumb mistakes this year. Of course, Doug has waited too long to call timeouts or made the wrong substitution or tried to not exploit this matchup or had this match. Of course, in the course of every year. How many times year to year Steve Kerr apologizing for some stupid coaching move that he made or saying this is on me or whatever? Of course, there's been mistakes. If you want to point to me a series of mistakes time and time again that have led to this team losing, which, by the way, 85% of you want this team to lose this year. Let's not forget that. You want to do that, fine. How Doug sounds in a press conference, I'm honestly half happy he hasn't tried to fight in half his press conferences.
Yeah,
people.
Early on, remember how worried we were about him? I'm like, my goodness,
I thought
game 6.
I thought he was going to explode.
Yeah.
I thought, honest to God, he was going to explode like that one guy in Big Trouble in Little China or the girl in Willy Wonka, man. At some point, he was just going to explode, and there's going to be little pieces of Doug Christie everywhere. No, Mitch Johnson is not the guy that calls in.
Well, it might be. We don't know that, actually.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
Our daily Tankathon.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Pick is here. Just in case you're wondering, as of right now, here's how the mock draft looks. A.J. DeBonsa going 1, Darren Peterson 2, Cam Boozer 3, Caleb Wilson 4, Kingston Flemings 5, Darius Acuff Jr. 6, followed by Keaton Wagler, Nate Ament, Braden Burries, Mikael Brown Jr. Rounding out the top 10. Jason Ross, who will you be picking for today?
Today I'm going to pick for the Brooklyn Nets.
The Brooklyn Nets. Chris Erlon?
I think I'm going to go with the Pacers today.
Okay, well then for the second time in a row, I want to try to make sure the Kings are represented. I will take good old Sacramento, and we're spinning the wheel, spinning, and stop. Oof. At number 1, the Washington Wizards select A.J. DeBonsa, Darren Peterson, number 2 to the Pacers. Cameron Boozer, you are now a Milwaukee Buck from the Atlanta Hawks. Caleb Wilson goes to the Bulls. Let's see, a North Carolina small forward going to the Bulls. Wonder how that is. Kingston Flemings goes 5th to the Brooklyn Nets and falling 2 spots, but making, I think, a few Sacramento Kings fans happy if this is how it worked out. The Sacramento Kings at number 6 select point guard Darius Acuff Jr. You know what would be an
Wait, I didn't hear you say Pacers.
Pacers are at 2.
Oh.
Darren Peterson. You weren't listening. I wonder who Scott Moak's rooting for. You ever think about that?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what's the name? Would it okay, honestly, just thought of a point in favor of drafting Cam. That'd be a really fun name for Moak to say, and we get the boo. That would actually be really fun because we'd have the Keegan Murray, we'd have the for a limited time only Sabonis song, and then every time actually that's it. Okay. Honestly, back on the board for me. Back on the board for me.
That's what did it.
If we drafted Cameron Boozer, it would be super fun for Scott Moak to say in intros, and then when he'd say Cameron Boozer, however he says it, the whole crowd boo. Okay.
They don't like him?
No, they really don't like him. Caleb Wilson, lame. Kingston Flemings, I feel is like what he'd do. I think he'd go Darius Acuff Jr. One of them's. Keaton Wagler, okay. Braden Burries.
Hey, you were almost the
yes, very close.
PA guy.
I was. Missed it by that much. Talk about one of those.
What if that was your gig for the last 20-something years?
There's absolutely a 1,000,000% chance that would not have been my gig for the last 20 years. I might have.
What if you had a game?
I had an offer to do a game not that probably 10 years ago. And I politely declined because, honestly, it sounded good at the time when I tried out. I think it's because I knew I wouldn't get it. If they'd have given it to me, I would have crapped my pants. I would have just too much anxiety, dude.
Yeah.
Way too much anxiety. No flipping thank you, dude.
If you were the PA announcer, I might get season tickets.
And what would
just
you
to
do?
watch the car crash.
And you would just hear one person.
Like, I am fairly confident I could do the voice part and the announcing part. And all that. I can do that. It's just the amount of wrong things I would do, the amount of sound effects I would step on, and ultimately, like, imagine this. Hey, can you do the PA tonight? Dave has a migraine, or whatever the hell.
Or you say the person's first name and the wrong last name.
100%. Or I can't remember.
Or Tyrese Halliburton. Dave, they traded him.
They traded him. It was actually Andrew Nemhart. Yeah,
so close.
I think honestly I would get technical fouls from the refs for some reason. I think we can all agree on this. They got the right guy.
Moke?
In Moke.
Oh, yeah. Moke's fabulous.
They got the right guy in Moke.
Wow. What does that mean, Chris? You wanted it to be Dave?
I really wanted it to be Dave.
Okay, I know we got a break, but I don't care. Where does Moke rank? Actually, I need a fourth. Here's my Sacramento Mount Rushmore of people that if people messed with or made fun of or whatever, the entire fan base would jump on them like a wolf on top of a carcass. Okay, you're one of them, whether you like it or not, Jason. Yes, you are. Gary Gerald is probably number one. I think Moke is third in no particular order.
He gets a lot of crap on Twitter.
Moke does?
Yeah.
He does?
Does he?
He has to reply to some idiots every once in a while.
Do we have a fourth? People that are just almost unimpeachably beloved and one of those, if in this world, in the Kings world, where if you messed with them or came at them, then you're like, okay, that's your problem. I'm basically asking if there's anyone as likable as the three of them, which is kind of a mean question, but I think.
Whitey?
No, I hate Whitey.
Isolate that.
We'll take a break. When we come back, hey, Jason.
Yeah.
It's your baseball segment. Can't wait. Rough weekend for the Giants and A's. Here's my hot take going in. Baseball season for Northern California fans, over. I'm calling it 6 games in. I'm calling it.
Boo! You suck!
Yeah, it's over. It's over now. Could you move over? Yeah, the streak. It's over.
It's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
I have a feeling we'll be hearing that again soon as well. We'll do that next.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers! Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
A's fans, the 2026 season is coming fast, and single game tickets are on sale now. Be there for an exciting season packed with theme days, giveaways, and firework nights, including bobbleheads, jerseys, hats, and much more. And getting in is easier than ever. Tickets start at just $8 for select April and May games. From opening day to unforgettable summer nights, there's something for everyone at the ballpark. Get your tickets today at athletics.com/tickets and be part of the excitement this 2026 season.
If your passion is bass fishing, only one radio show has the action, information, and excitement of your favorite outdoor sport. Ultimate Bass, hosted by Tournament Bass Pro and California Outdoor Hall of Famer Kent Brown, takes you live to where the fish are biting every Saturday morning. Only Ultimate Bass feeds your passion with the latest news, products, tips, and advice from the pros. Ultimate Bass with Kent Brown, Saturday mornings at 5 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140, part of SEP's Saturday Morning Outdoors.
If you're serious about your golf game, then you need to know about Total Game Fitting at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Whether it's the TrackMan-powered Player Performance Studio for your best fit clubs, or the cutting-edge technology putter fitting studio, or the free Ballnamic ball fitter and 3D foot scanner, the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop offers you total game fitting from head to toe with equipment and apparel. Find your advantage at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop with the latest offering of new golf products in Northern California. Fulton Avenue at the Cap City Freeway.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options. Heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's Trex.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140
on Sactown Sports.
Yeah, well done on Twitter and on the chat. Jerry Reynolds would be the other. You, Moke, Jerry,
That's
Gary.
an honor.
Should be. I mean, I know who
What about
you.
you?
I know who you. Oh, kidding me? If you had a Mount Rushmore of most liked or disliked, yeah, I get a lot of crap.
Do you?
Oh yeah, but I bring it on. I mean,
You engage.
yeah, I engage. I'm snarky.
Which is bad because you want everybody to like you.
I know. Not really. I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
I could hear Chris laughing hard through that.
I mean, I know who you really are behind the scenes.
Jason can be dark.
Summertime.
Jason can be dark, but it's like an eclipse. Like it doesn't happen all the time, man. And when it does, you just gotta stop. It's memorable. You gotta kind of stop and admire it. And also very
Don't stare at it.
No, don't stare directly at it.
Happy
No.
fun ball.
Do not taunt. Happy fun ball. Baseball's here.
Yeah.
Great opening weekend in Northern California. The A's get walked off twice. They're 0-3.
Second one was brutal. Absolutely brutal. I can't remember. I was watching a lot of that game. They gave up runs, I think, in the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, and then the walk-off. And you're like, I mean, anything one run different there, they win. Langoliers had a great series, but, yeah, 0-3.
0-3.
It was worse for the Giants.
Yeah.
They got one run.
Yeah, they got one run, Jason. I guess you can look at it that way. The good news, though,
is what?
I don't know. I don't have any good
There's
news.
159 more.
Yeah, I guess. Dodgers are 3-0. So the Yankees and Dodgers are a combined 6-0.
Yeah.
The A's and Giants are combined 0-6. And we still have 156 games left of this.
159.
What? Wait, if they played 6 games, isn't 162 minus 6 1?
Yeah, but they played 3 games.
Oh, I see what happened there, Jason, as I combined my math. Thank you for that. See, that's why everyone likes you. As a matter of fact, the Dodgers already have a 2-game lead in the NL West. We're 3 games into the season. They have a 2-game lead in the West. By the way, there's 3 other teams in that division.
Well, the Rockies didn't win.
No.
At all.
The
Giants
Diamondbacks didn't win. The Giants didn't win. The Padres are 1-2.
Yeah. Giants and Padres start a series.
There you go.
In San Diego.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, the Yankees went in and just went in like honestly. Imagine having. And by the way, it was really cool too that they didn't play yesterday.
Yeah,
that was neat. That's normal. That's how it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine like, hey, guess what, Billy? What, Dad? Merry Christmas. I've got us tickets to opening weekend sort of at Oracle Park. Yankees, Giants. Going to see the Giants play Aaron Judge. Opening day. We're going to stay in San Francisco. We're taking off work. We're going to drive down.
I don't work, Dad.
Oh, sorry. You're right. Don't talk back to me, Billy.
Sorry.
Leaving Wednesday morning. We're going to get to San Francisco. We're going straight to the game. We're going to stay at the Embassy Suite so you can have your own bed on that pull-out couch and Dad can have some alone time. Free breakfast. And we're going to go see the game Wednesday. And then we're going to hang out in San Francisco Thursday because there's not a game.
But I don't want to.
Oh, no. We're going to go on the Blue and Gold Fleet. Go down that real curvy street. I can't remember the name of it. Vince Lombardi Street or whatever.
Sure.
We're going to have Chinatown where they make the fortune cookies, the first fortune cookie play. We're doing a lot of San Francisco. And then we're going to go to the game Friday and Saturday. It's going to be the time of our lives. There's no game Sunday. We'll come back after the game Saturday. What a bond between us, Billy.
So what was the problem?
Well, and then you take Billy there. You spent somewhere in the give or take $17,000 on all in, tickets and food, San Francisco. And Billy got to watch the Giants get boat marched 13-1.
Dad, I don't know how to tell you this. I like the Yankees. And Arson Judge.
Dork. Well, Billy, have a nice walk home. The Bills character. See ya.
That's all right. Aaron's bringing me back.
Also, I'm not your real dad.
I knew that.
Oh, well.
Nice catch, Blanco Nino.
Yeah.
You didn't teach me how to throw a spiral.
13-1. It wasn't even competitive. Also, does this manager suck? I don't know.
I mean, they got him from college.
Right? So stupid.
Did they use a T in college?
No, College. Stupid. College. And then, the A's, I mean, at least they were competitive.
Yeah, they hit the ball a little bit.
Yeah.
Their bullpen's their problem.
Yeah, and no way, said anyone.
Who saw that coming?
Whoever saw that coming at all in the world all winter long, constantly. So, yeah, they at least 2 one-run losses, and then at least the Jays, it was 5-2 at least. Okay. And now they go into Atlanta.
Yeah. Yeah, Atlanta, then they come home for like 3, and then they go on the road again for 6 more. Like, they're barely at home.
Of course they do. Giants start a series up in Seattle. No, they don't. San Diego. Yeah. I'm looking at the Yankees, sorry. I was back on the Yankees page. So, Jason, who will win most? Not most, but first. The Giants or A's? A's going into Atlanta, Giants going into San Diego. You know what it means, right? It means a whale.
Giants.
Giants win before the A's. Chris, do you agree or disagree?
Agreed.
I will then disagree. Just to be different. We'll see tomorrow.
Yeah.
Will one of them win today?
Yes.
I agree with you there. Chris, will one of them win today?
No.
Wow. That would be 0-8 to start the year.
With how many left?
After that, it would be after that would be 158. Yeah, thanks. You know, I may be screwy, but I do learn my lessons. Yeah. We'll take a break. When we return, what's hot? What's not? We got not one, but two recaps in the key versus the Hawks and Nets. And then we will go streaking. We'll do all this before we get to March Madness at 9 a.m. right after this.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers! Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When your check engine light comes on, do you see a repair bill or do you see peace of mind? For 20 years, CarShield's been the name America trusts to help keep you on the road. While other companies stop covering you when your car gets older, CarShield offers protection plans up to 200,000 miles. With over $1 billion in claims paid, we don't just promise protection, we deliver it. Don't let a breakdown break your budget. Get the flexible month-to-month coverage you deserve. Go to carshield.com. That's carshield.com today.
It's tax time, y'all. If you want to file free, this next one's for you.
Now taxes is so free. Terrible tax-free edition only. Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple form 1040 returns only. How this is tax.
Love that jam. Up next, commercials.
Intuit TurboTax Free Edition. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free. No schedules except for earned income tax credit, child tax credit, student loan interest, and Schedule 1A.
Progressive knows you could have easily taken the freeway, but you took the scenic route to see a waterfall and an oddly busy boiled peanut stand. Discovering the unexpected is exactly why you bought an RV, so protect it with a bundle from Progressive. Because although you may be 3 hours behind schedule, you're 6 jars of jam richer and possibly enrolled in a butter-churning workshop. Switch to Progressive and protect your RV, boat, or motorcycle by bundling with your home and auto insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown 411 16th Street and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729. Or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Business moves fast, and so do we. At Bank of Marin, we team up with businesses in the greater Sacramento area to help you drive the lane and score big. With dedicated relationship bankers and local decision making, we help you move quickly, whether you're upgrading equipment, buying your next building, streamlining cash flow, or fueling growth. From expansion to investment, we're ready to help you win. Bank of Marin, your local business bank. Visit us at bankofmarin.com. Member FDIC.
If your business depends on reliable vehicles, it's time to upgrade your fleet at myelkgrovechevrolet.com. We specialize in fleet pricing, bulk discounts, and fast approvals, so your team stays on the road and on the job. From work trucks and vans to fuel-efficient sedans and SUVs, we have the inventory, service, and financing to keep your business moving. Call or visit myelkgrovechevrolet.com today and ask about exclusive fleet savings. myelkgrovechevrolet.com. Driving business forward.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot. And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Excuse me, but who's hot?
Alperen Şengün.
Alperen Şengün.
The other night, he had 36 points, 7 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks, and 0 turnovers.
Wow.
Only 2 NBA players in the past 40 seasons have had as many points, assists, and stocks. What is that, Dave?
That is a steal and a block.
Good job.
Thank you.
And 0 turnovers in a game. That would be...
Nikola Jokic.
No.
Kevin Durant.
No.
Nope, no chance. Nope, not Victor Wembanyama.
Nurkic.
Nope.
Al Horford.
Nope. Could have been a king. Some say should have been a king.
Luka Doncic.
Nope.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
No.
Yeah.
Pascal Siakam.
Damian Lillard.
Oh.
And Clyde Drexler.
Oh, I don't think Clyde Drexler could have ever been a king.
I wasn't talking about Clyde Drexler.
Oh. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Fine.
I mean, that's pretty good. Also, you know, the more I look at that draft, the more I hate it.
The Damian Lillard one?
No, the one where we passed on Alperen Şengün and Jalen Johnson. Even though Jalen Johnson was way down the list, and Herb Jones. I wish I had a time machine. That is one of my favorite fun things to dream about, is having a time machine, going back and just making picks as a GM.
Okay. Right there, though.
Yeah.
You have the time machine.
Yep. Who am I picking?
Uh-huh.
I want to say Şengün. I do. But, man, Jalen Johnson. It's probably Jalen Johnson.
That's what I would take.
Also, real quick, guys, because I know we got a lot to get through, because I did get into my Ring camera over the weekend, I forgot that now you're part of this, like, neighborhood watch crap where everybody, like, hey, did you see this guy? Someone's missing a cat. This guy's driving too fast. You know, one of those dumb, you know. Somebody posted a video. Anyone know these teenagers? They TP'd my house last night.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the world we live in now?
Let them have their fun.
Like, can we just? I'm glad they're TPing houses and not doing other things. At least they're out doing something.
Yeah.
They're not home with their VR headsets listening to their Bananarama records.
You hear that, kids? Go ahead and TP Carmichael Dave's house.
You know what? I'll roll that.
House been TP'd?
When I was a kid, and I was in high school.
No, with your kids.
No. You know what? In this economy, give me all that TP, dude. I'll roll it back up, sucker. I'll reuse it. Who's not?
Northern California sports. We're talking about the A's. They lost 2 on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. Giants lost 2 Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Kings lost 2. The Warriors lost the Nuggets. But hey.
What?
The San Jose Sharks beat the Columbus Blue Jackets.
There we
go.
Sharks. And that's really all that matters. How did the Republic do last weekend? Were they off?
So they were losing to El Paso when I was watching at one point Saturday night. I think it was 2-0 at the point.
Know this. They did lose. Lost to El Pastor. I hate those guys.
El Paso is Spanish for
the pass.
I think it was El Paso.
Or
was that?
Yeah, no, you're right. They lost 2-1. They got one in on a PK. Beautiful PK, but no. El Paso doubled them up. It is what it is, man. You're not going to go undefeated.
Not now.
Not now.
Yeah.
You know what? Got a big 27,000-seat stadium in your face coming soon to a downtown near you.
In your face.
In your face. Recapping 3 in the key starts right now, please. Oh, they say that when people all go TPing that it's just a bunch of nerds and jocks. I disagree. It's, nope, got nothing. I got nothing. I'm focused.
Nice catch, Blanco Nino.
Completely focused on rhyming something with the Hawks. And you know what? I'm just going to wear it. I'm going to wear it. You know what? Sometimes we bail out.
You wear it well.
But wear it well, dude.
Well, we were asking for predictions on the Saturday game. The Kings' leading score. Dave, you said DeRozan 24. I said Monk 19. Chris said Reno 22.
Reno.
Dave, you were closest. DeRozan was the leader with 22, just 2 points off.
You're darn right.
Then we asked the Kings' leading assister. Dave, you said Monk with 8. I said Monk with 6. Chris said Monk with 7. We have a correct answer. It was Monk with 7. Good job, Chris.
Okay. Well, the fact that we all said Monk, though, is pretty good.
Then our random stat. Dave, you said 5 steals for Daniels. He didn't play.
Yeah, we heard.
I said Reno 2 or more 3-pointers. He went 2 for 2.
Oh.
Yeah, me. And Chris said Reno would have a 20-10 game. He had 18 and 10. I mean.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it.
All right. But there was another game.
Was there another game? Okay. Is there another game? Maybe the most underrated Bull when Michael Jordan won all those titles was John Paxson. Last night, the Kings played the Brooklyn Nets. There's Speedy Claxton.
What?
Speedy Claxton. Or Nick Claxton. Damn it. Speedy's son. What, are you saying Paxson doesn't rhyme with Claxton?
I think the first one was better.
I don't like your reaction.
All right. Kings' largest lead, Nets' largest lead. We were pretty far off in this one. Dave, you said it'd be 12 for the Kings, 8 for the Nets. I said 14 for the Kings, 8 for the Nets. Chris said 16 for the Kings, 0 for the Nets. The Kings' largest lead was 2. The Nets' largest lead was 27.
Hey, you know what, though? It wasn't wire to wire, Jason.
Then we asked the first King to score, the last King to score. Davey said Reno and then Carter. I said Achua, then Reno. Chris said DeRozan, then Reno. We have a correct answer. It goes to Carmichael Dave. You got both.
Thank you. I think it's the first time that's happened this season.
Reno scored first. Carter scored last.
Wow. What are the odds?
I don't know.
I don't know
and
either.
Then your random stat, you said there would be no handshakes between the coaches. In fact, they would share a milkshake, is what you said.
With 2 straws.
2 straws.
Yeah.
And not regular straws, the curly ones.
Yeah, so they did not have a handshake.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about the milkshake.
I don't know about it. Well, we'll
Brings
find
it all the yard.
We'll find out later.
I said Achua and Reno would have double-doubles. They did not. And Chris said the Kings would go wire-to-wire win. Almost a wire-to-wire loss.
Yeah, you were close.
Yeah.
Almost.
Did not happen.
All right.
So there you go.
Well, we were almost there. But in baseball,
hey,
we take off the clothes, we go streaking.
It's time to go streaking.
We're going streaking!
Who is the Nostradamus of MLB? Who can keep the streak going? It's time to go streaking.
What the hell are you doing?
We're streaking.
Yeah, you've been streaking a lot.
Well, let's see how we're doing here. Dave, you're at 2. You're trying to get to 3. You took Jacob Wilson of the Athletics. On Friday.
Yeah.
Wilson got it 4 times. Wilson got 0 hits.
Great job. Great job.
Suck.
Sorry, it's over. It's over now.
It's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
So, Dave, you go to 0. I was at 6, trying to get to 7, carrying over from last season. I took Bobby Witt Jr. He got up 4 times. He got 2 hits.
Oh, my goodness. It's still going.
So I'm at 7.
You don't know what it's like this year to not be on a streak. Wow. You're like the Giants, except you're successful in scoring.
Just like him.
Just like him.
And Chris took Kevin McGonigal of the Detroit Tigers, the rookie.
The professor.
He got up 3 times. He got a hit with 2 RBI.
Wow.
Do this one for me, Billy McGarnacle.
There you go. So Dave's at 0. Chris is at 1. I am at 7.
You guys are good at this. I'm just sitting over here by myself, just, doing a thing.
Okay.
Give me not Mormon, not Catholic, not Jewish, not Buddhist, Christian. Yelich.
Wow. Because of that drop, I'm taking Tigers rookie Kevin McGonigal.
Wow. Just heard his name not that long ago.
Gotta do this one for me, Billy. McGonigal.
Chris, who are you taking?
I'm going to take from the Sacramento Athletics. Oh, wait, they're not the Sacramento Athletics. They're just the Athletics. Shea Langoliers.
Bangaliers.
Hot.
Bangaliers. Remember that band that when they did Manic Monday? Bangaliers.
Walk Like an Egyptian.
Yeah.
Did they have another one?
Oh,
Zero?
Eternal Flame.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not a banger from the Bangles, but great ballad.
Yeah.
I hear Eternal Flame come on.
That's good. It's good.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
If I hear Eternal Flame and someone follows that up with Hold On by Wilson Phillips, that's a double window downer.
And you're
I paid my taxes. I'm belting.
Yeah.
I'm Brandon belting both. Hold On is just
notch, right?
And the best part of Hold On, I think we all know, is when it breaks down towards the end and they're singing the chorus. And it's just the drums. Maybe the second best drum fill in music ever behind Phil Collins is in the air tonight.
What and what?
I think most people would say that.
Yeah.
We'll take a break when we come back. Final hour of the program. Oh, let's get to it. The Final Four is set.
Got them all.
And a familiar face, sort of, is a part of that Final Four. Will that same familiar face be a part of the Sacramento Kings someday? It's going to be an interesting conversation. A lot of stuff to get to for March Madness. We'll do that next.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Gold demand is skyrocketing to record highs. As more Americans rush to preserve their savings, will there be enough gold? I'm Dr. Ron Paul, and I believe physical gold is the only way to truly protect your 401k or IRA savings. Gold offers tangible security that can't be tracked, stolen, or inflated. That's why I strongly advocate for gold IRAs. To learn more, text the word SECURE to 989898 now. Birch Gold Group will send you a free info kit on gold IRAs. Birch Gold is the only gold company I trust, and their thousands of great reviews prove I'm not alone. So don't wait another second. Protect your retirement savings today and see how easy it is to move your IRA or 401k into physical precious metals. Text SECURE to the number 989898 for your free gold IRA info kit. Again, SECURE to 989898.
Message and data rates may apply.
Country in the Park is back. May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo. Miranda Lambert. John Party. Chris Young. Turnpike Troubadours. Dylan Scott and more. Line dancing live DJs, Mechanical Bulls, huge festival area, and food trucks. Tickets start at only $68. Country in the Park. May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo with the California Highway Patrol, Fox Family Heating and Air, and Tacovas. More info at CITPFest.com.
When you take the time to shop at Folsom Lake Honda, there's one thing you'll always find. Happy people ready to serve you. As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Looking to own or lease? During the spring sales event, drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda. Yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. The The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Welcome back, final hour. Matt and Kayla. That's Martika.
Me, Maddie.
Let me say that's Martika, not the Bengals. What's Martika? Martika was Toy Soldiers.
Yeah.
And then that was it, I think.
Yeah.
I think Martika was a one-hit wondrous. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what Martika's doing now. If Martika's touring with Suzanne Vega, who had two, Luca,
Tom Steiner,
and yeah, very well done. Also known as the that song. Well, we had ourselves a
heck of a tournament.
Yeah, we have.
Remember we graded last week? Did the grade just go up based on yesterday? Well, the second game. The first game was Michigan just putting on a clinic.
Yeah, Michigan looks the most unstoppable, don't they?
Right now, yeah. They get Arizona, though.
Yeah, that's almost like, I don't want to say it, but there's going to be the, hey, this is the real finals take. I mean, Illinois looks great. They've gotten through quite the thing. UConn, I mean, really, honestly, I mean this. They all deserve to be there.
Yeah.
It's been a really fun tournament. And honestly, I think Michigan's going to win the whole thing, but you could convince me Arizona is, which obviously means Illinois will.
That's the one I have the hardest time picturing winning, but doesn't mean they can't.
No.
And then UConn, you just go, man, after yesterday, and they look 3 Final Fours in the last 4 years. They won it a couple times. Like, they've got that DNA in them, but man, what a game that was yesterday.
It was absolutely amazing. It's one of the better buzzer beaters of all time. Yeah, we're going to talk about that too in a second. Here's the let's start with
so many choices.
Oh my goodness! How about we start with the CBS call and
the Great Iron Eagle,
and Bill Raftery with the phenomenal reaction.
Caravan, 2 seconds. Mullins tosses it up. It's good. We're point 3. UConn goes in front. Utterly impossible. March means drama. The deflection, the reaction, and then the major legends out of Indiana. They all can shoot. Nylon from deep. Astounding. The freshman, Braylon Mullins. What a play. All Duke had to do was hold the ball there. Absolutely. They didn't need to get rid of it. No backcourt violation, nothing.
I hadn't seen that look all the way through. I was watching Grant Hill. Grant Hill, I think, went from a little bit depressed by his alma mater to then realizing, like, this is a great sports
Really
moment.
good job by
also
Grant Hill
working
there.
nationally here.
Really
but, I mean,
good
look
job.
at his look was like, what just happened?
Also, a strange moment, too, that all this is going on, then Edwin Diaz comes in.
I just heard that, too.
Absolutely. They didn't need to get rid of it. No backcourt violation, nothing.
Yeah,
Well, he's the closer.
He is the closer. Okay, there's so much.
There's a lot to look at.
There's so much great stuff from this clip Because, yes, you have Grant Hill's reaction where he is just absolutely stunned. And this is...
Bill Raftery looks like he saw someone die.
He looks like we might have lost him there. I love it. Nylon.
And then, like, when you can barely see Ian Eagle come in, and he's just giddy.
Ian Eagle is great. And what did he say? It's like out of it, like they're all doing their thing, and then Ian Eagle comes in. What did he say? March is for men. Or whatever the hell he said.
The impossible.
Watch him slide in.
March means drama.
Or March.
The three different faces right there. They all saw the same thing.
They all did.
Utterly impossible. March means drama.
It's actually like they're on a roller coaster. Ian's having the greatest time of his life. Grant Hill is scared but exhilarated.
Yeah.
And Raftery wants to throw up.
Raftery doesn't know. Raftery's having a natural light.
March means drama.
So that was that call. We have the Yukon call at the end. This is the Yukon radio call.
And Boozer, they double him. Back to Sarr. Now ahead to Caden Boozer. And a steal. Mullins gets it. It's Caravan to Mullins. Long-range three. Oh! It went in! Mullins delivers. Bedlam here.
They're going to go to the monitor to review it.
For what?
Absolute bedlam as Mullins threw a 45-footer in.
What were they reviewing?
I don't know.
It was clearly off before the buzzer hadn't even sounded yet, and the dude was between half court and the 3-point. Like, what are you reviewing?
Okay, so question here.
Yeah.
It's a chaotic moment.
Yeah.
The call was great. What if the call by that guy from UConn, Caravan, back to Mullins, holy... I mean,
right, drops
it,
it.
or is it not?
100%. He's on all the talk shows today. He might lose his job. Doesn't matter.
Yes. I mean, I'm honestly asking.
Yes. If I was, this is why I will never be a play-by-play guy.
No, you think? I'm asking. You think he would lose his job?
I think he would apologize. I think the school would release a statement that it was unacceptable. I don't think he'd lose his job.
They're making shirts.
F it, we deserve this win. And then always, for every winner, Jason, there's a loser.
Okay.
There's a nation mourns. Duke University losing yesterday. And here's the Duke radio call. And I just want to say, I've heard this about 90 times. I say A for effort. A for effort from the Duke. You'll see in a second.
Get it in. They do for Boozer. Bobbled it. Back for Sarr. Needs to get rid of it. Does for Caden. 7 seconds. Trying to throw it ahead. Deflected. Stolen by Connecticut. 2 seconds. It's Mullins up top for the win. Oh, he hit it. With 0.3 of a second to go. Malachi Smith ran off the bench. That should be a technical. But with 0.3 of a second to go, Connecticut has the lead. 73-72. As Connecticut got the three from Mullins after the turnover from Caden Boozer.
Well, the analyst, if there was one, was very quiet.
Very quiet.
Say a thing.
A for effort on the tech.
Yeah, it's his tone described how Duke felt, right?
It really, when that... I want to play the part where he makes the basket again because I want to underline what your point is.
By Connecticut, 2 seconds. It's Mullins up top for the win. Oh, he hit it with 0.3 of a second to go.
That's actually my favorite call of all three. It really is, because first off, you're at the local level. Okay, so by proxy, you shouldn't be as polished and good as the national guys. By the way, there's nothing wrong with either of the other calls, but for me as a super fan of play-by-play, to be in that moment and still remember to do your job, to call the play. He actually let it breathe for about a half second too, interestingly. And then now, for example, the call that wouldn't have worked would be 3 seconds left, 2, and Mullins for the, come on, or, no. And then the color guy, the analyst, is, no. That was under a horrible situation. That was an incredibly professional call, in my opinion, that still painted the picture for those who didn't have their TVs on, but also conveyed the emotion.
Oh, he hit it. With 0.3 of a second to go. Malachi Smith ran off the bench.
Now we get a little.
Right. Look what he did.
Right. I can't. Now there's
Oh, that should be a tactical.
There's two things going on here. Number one, UConn did have a couple people go on the floor.
Yeah.
First and foremost. Now, I think we all agree. I think we can all agree. Good job by the refs not calling the tech. Like
4 T's, 10 points in the ball.
But it was a tech. By the letter of the law, it's a technical foul.
And what's crazy is that's probably not even the one that should have been called the technical.
And then you have, and the video is making the rounds, because Dan Hurley is an absolute psychotic. First off, his reaction shots are great. Also, and he is on one of the greatest post John Wooden runs in college basketball history. There's no denying his ability to coach. He's also a psycho, and the look in his eyes, I'm certainly not saying this is him, right? But I've seen this look one other time in my entire life. I've seen it once in person. When I was 15 years old, I kind of fell in with the wrong crowd, and I used to hang out at these apartments off of Hillsdale and Madison.
Hey, you guys want to go play some stickball?
There was a guy who was older than all of us who had an apartment there, and it was where we could all hang out and get into trouble, basically, right? And his name was Butchie. I don't know that wasn't his real name. I don't remember what his real name was.
Hey, Butchie, where's the stickball game at?
We called him all Butchie. Okay, Butchie had
Butchie woman.
Butchie had let me just put it this way. Butchie was the type of friend that if you ever needed any odd jobs or mechanical work done around the house, Butchie was your guy. Butchie was very talented at the odd jobs and was constantly in need of money. Also, and this is a deep cut, none of the light bulbs outside Butchie's house were. He took the light bulbs down and repurposed them for something else. Butchie was also up at all hours of the night. That was our friend Butchie. Here's the thing about Butchie. We all liked Butchie, obviously. We all part of it was we could go there and drink or do whatever. We were underage, being stupid. But Butchie always had that look in his eyes where he always seemed on the verge of going from. You ever be around any of those people where like they're laughing at a joke, but you know you're one step away from him saying, "Oh, you think that's funny? Are you laughing at me?" Almost Joe Pesci-esque. My clown, do I amuse you? But Dan Hurley has that same look where, like, I feel like he's an inch away from absolutely flame-throwing everybody.
Yeah. I think that might be a little too long of a leash.
The
inch.
He is unhinged, but his players love him.
Yeah.
He looks like the type of guy that screams himself awake.
He looks like the type of guy that stands shirtless in front of the mirror every morning, pounding his chest as hard as he can, saying self-affirmations as loud as he can, and then he goes into a ice bath.
That's what he does.
I feel like that's not inaccurate, by the way.
He looks like he's having a stroke and wills it away.
So what's making the rounds on the internet?
Thank you, Jason. Dan Hurley is then in the sideline, and a referee, to be fair, is coming. The referee is going to the scorer's table, and he mentions something to Dan. And as the ref is getting closer, I think Dan maybe I don't know what the context was, but Dan doesn't move as the ref is moving towards the scorer's table, and at one point their foreheads are together as Dan is locked on the referee's eyes, and then the ref breaks off, Dan breaks off, and Dan has he just has that look on it. He has the same look Steve Buscemi had in Armageddon when he tried to ride the nuke. And
great pull.
Thank you. And that's also probably a technical. He literally made contact with the ref and stared him down. There's two scenarios.
Give me a T, I dare you.
I'm really glad the refs didn't call either technical foul, because let's just live in that world for a second. Let's live in the world where the refs call a technical foul for the guy stepping on the court during the celebration. Or let's live in a world where he calls the tech for making contact or whatever. Now, listen, I also think, to use an NFL term, I think it would be what we would define as incidental contact. Mm-hmm. It's the glare that came through, but it's not like Dan Hurley. I think if Dan Hurley was arguing something and he went up and he made forehead contact, I mean, he and the referee, this is clear, he and the referee touched heads.
Yes.
Okay, they mushed their heads together a little bit. But I don't think there was intent there, and I think that's incredible. Let's put it another way. Scott Foster, Joe Crawford, first 5 years in the league, Steve Javie, all call technical fouls in those situations. But the refs to have the piece, the security, the understanding, the lack of insecurity, I should say, to recognize the moment. And let's not make this about us. Let's not make this about technicalities. It wasn't a foul. He didn't hit the arm. I think they did right. I think you could also apply that Dan Hurley is the type of dude that makes his animal crackers fight each other before he eats them. I think that would also work.
Yeah. How about the way, I know a lot of people are talking about the way Duke handled that last, but of course, now this is 100% second-guessing, armchair. Hold the ball, get the foul. I mean, the pass that Boozer tries to make, I think, works almost all the time.
Caden, the last one?
Caden.
Yeah.
If he clears those two guys, game's over.
Yes.
Now, obviously, that's an if he didn't.
Can I say something about the hold the ball part, though? Because I've heard a lot of hold the ball.
People will tell you 800 different things to do.
But they got to get it over midcourt.
Well,
do they not?
Let's say they don't. Maybe there was 10.2.
Yeah. So then there's what, 2.2?
0.2.
Oh, is it a 10-second, not 8?
Well, 8's NBA. Maybe it's 8.
I could be wrong. I honestly could be wrong.
But that's your worst case scenario, I guess. But no, the worst case scenario is what happened.
Worst case scenario is what happened.
I mean, just a total scramble. But you see, there's two Duke guys by themselves. Like if he clears
I can't remember.
It's over.
Did they have a timeout?
That's the other thing I honestly said.
Can't.
Like we'll see the play again here. Oh, no, that's not the end of it.
Yeah, because
sorry.
I honestly can't remember if they had a timeout or not.
Yeah.
Also, I don't even see a timeout thingy on the scorebug.
Oh, well then maybe they didn't have one.
Well, for either team.
Yeah.
At that point, with 3.5 left, look, it is armchair quarterbacking, obviously.
100%.
That is a 1 in maybe 150 chance.
Yeah, they're going to look at the overall 19-point lead that they couldn't hold.
Dan Hurley is the guy that stands at the urinal with no hands. Just his hands behind his head.
Look at me.
Here comes the chat.
Here comes the chat.
Dan Hurley is the guy that always does finger gun motions when he talks. Bring it, guys. Absolutely.
Does he do that too?
Like the disco winker?
Yeah.
Yeah. If they had a timeout, let me ask you this: how much of that is coaching? We talked earlier about how coaches don't, coach effect can be overrated. In that situation, is it incumbent upon the coach in the huddle before you do all that? Okay, guys, this is what we're going to do, and if at any point you are in peril, don't panic. Again, assuming they had a timeout. Call a timeout. Let them foul you. I'm not counting on these players to understand whether it's 8 or 10 seconds. I'm not counting on them having a clock in their head.
Yeah.
And you're being surrounded by, 7-foot dudes trying to take the ball from you.
Well, if I remember right, the way it ended, UConn was at the line and missed the first free throw.
Yeah.
Made the second.
Yes.
So in my mind, I'm trying to put myself, I'm thinking, get the ball in bounds, we're going to get fouled, because that's really the only chance UConn has is if Duke misses some free throws and then UConn comes down and makes a shot.
Well, Ironically, Duke social media released a video of them coaching what to do in like last minute situations of just throwing the ball up in the air to take the time off the clock.
If they had done that, that would have worked too.
Would it have? Was there enough time to where the ball could not have come down?
Well, you have the play there. When is the pass by Boozer?
Okay, so we're looking
at Boozer, that ball deflected and stolen.
All right.
I think it was about 6.
Let's see here. Yeah, so Boozer goes
at 6.7. So let's say he launches that high and look at all the Connecticut guys are there. It's open. And that's a play that works most of the time.
Yes, 100%.
And it's not even that like it's tipped, but it's tipped enough to where it doesn't go that far.
No, it just kind of goes almost not straight up, but it makes it to the half court line.
And I think the other part to me of this play that's great for UConn is Mullins gets it, throws to Caravan, who's like the senior leader, probably is the one that should take the shot.
Yeah.
And he's a little bit contested, and he realizes, look, I'm going to pass this back it's a deeper shot, but it's a little bit more open. I mean, that's pretty good court time score awareness right there.
What do you think about the Duke player here?
That's not contesting?
That's not contesting, but also you can see him D up, and then he just kind of stops.
Hands
Is
down.
he saying I'm not going to foul, basically?
That's what it felt like.
Again, I think I think they played it. Maybe he could have gotten up a little, but do you want to take the chance at fouling him in this situation where they're down, a foul and you're done? That's over.
Yeah.
Also, didn't I just see the anniversary? Wasn't it former King Mo Peterson? Didn't he do the thing, or this was in the NBA where I swear to God, it's like he threw is Mo Peterson the right name? Former King, Michigan? No.
Mo Pete was at Michigan State. Yeah. Was he a King?
Was he a King?
Anyway.
Didn't he do a thing in the NBA where he threw the ball in the air, just like what you're talking about, and it came, he did it too late. And I swear, again,
it went to the other team and then they scored?
Yeah, it went to the other team and they scored. And I actually think they tied the game. I don't think they won the game, if I remember correctly. Either way, I mean, there's that. There's just so many different scenarios. I feel bad for the Duke guys, man.
I do too. And then they had to answer all these questions, and they did, to their credit.
19 years ago today, Jason, Washington versus Toronto.
Now will the Wizards foul down the floor, and it's a deflection by Ruffin. And the play continues. Peterson got it! I don't believe it! Is it good if it goes? We got to check it out.
Michael Ruffin threw the ball in the air to run the clock out, didn't throw it high enough. Mo Pete grabbed the ball.
Yeah, and he threw it straight up in the air.
He did. Well, I agree with, if you say what I'm think you're saying, I agree. He didn't throw the ball that high in the air. He kind of lollygagged it up in the air. I think he thought there was less time on the clock. I know that it's fun to have fun with Duke. And I know that we all wanted that ending. It's just times like this, and I don't know, maybe it's just having older kids now. I don't know what the hell it is, but it's much more than when I was younger. I just find myself thinking of that whole Duke roster. Not Cam Boozer and Caden's they're going to go in the NBA. They're going to be multimillionaires. I'm talking about like Fred Smith, the backup forward.
Yeah.
Rest of their lives. The rest of that, because
think about that game.
They weren't a Cinderella that made it far. They were the number one overall seed that probably would be not heavily favored, but decently favored against Illinois. They had a 15-point lead, and what was it? 30 number one seeds are 88-0 when having a 15-point lead after the half. And they're going to wear this for the rest. Look at Chris Webber got a license plate that said timeout on it. Like, they're never getting. This is the hopefully the lowest point of their career, but also they're so damn young, too, in social media.
Forever.
Gamblers, just the whole thing stinks.
I'm sure social media handled it fine.
They probably did. They probably forgave them all. We'll take a break. Forgave them all. Forgived them all? What are you doing, Dave?
Forgoven.
They were we govied. When we come back, hey, what's on deck? Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. We got a lot on deck, including stuff at Golden One Center tonight. And by stuff, I mean amazing basketball. We'll talk about it next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with a Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at powercopiers.com.
When your check engine light comes on, do you see a repair bill or do you see peace of mind? For 20 years, CarShield's been the name America trusts to help keep you on the road. While other companies stop covering you when your car gets older, CarShield offers protection plans up to 200,000 miles. With over $1 billion in claims paid, we don't just promise protection, we deliver it. Don't let a breakdown break your budget. Get the flexible month-to-month coverage you deserve. Go to carshield.com. That's carshield.com today.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with a Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Hagen Oaks knows you can buy a driver off the shelf anywhere, but Hagen Oaks is the only place where you'll find total game fitting. The Hagen Oaks TrackMan-powered player performance studio fits clubs to your swing. Ping's Ballnamic Ball Fitter finds your optimum golf ball. The putter fitting studio makes you a better putter, and FootJoy's 3D foot scanner finds your correct fit. In fact, Hagen Oaks will fit you from head to toe with equipment and apparel to make you the player you want to be. It's total game fitting, and it's only at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop, Fulton Avenue at the Cap City Freeway.
Tune in every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for the Toyota Tahoe Report with Johnny Mosley and me, Elena, bringing you the latest weather conditions up at Tahoe. Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers, Toyota. Let's go places.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is going to be fun.
It's time for What's on Deck. Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
Well, what is on deck? I shouldn't have been eating during the break, but I am.
You okay?
Is brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. We got A's baseball today. The A's will look for their first win. They're in Atlanta, taking on the Braves. The Giants, they're on the road. They're in San Diego. Beautiful Petco Park. They begin a series with the Padres. We do have the NCAA tournament tonight at G1C, the final day of the 4-day stretch of games. And that'll get another team into the Final Four. whether it's the 1 seed South Carolina or TCU. So we got all that. And then we got a lot of basketball today, but not the Kings. Kings won't play again until Wednesday. Yeah, so we got a couple days to wait, but
taking forever.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right? A lot of basketball tonight. We covered baseball.
I covered baseball and the women's tournament.
So tonight we have the Cavs.
Cavs, Jazz.
The Wizards.
Whiskers.
Yeah, the Whiskers.
Wizards, Lakers?
Yep. The Pisser.
Huh?
The Pister?
Pistons, Clippers?
Pister. Pist-der. I could make it really. I didn't want to do this one. The piss under.
Oh, Pistons Thunder.
Yes. The Timberricks.
Timberwolves.
I'm
Mavericks.
Timberick.
The Suzzlies.
Suns Grizzlies.
Yes. And the Burrs.
Bulls Spurs.
That's right.
Bill Burrs.
I really like that game. It's a fun game. It's very enjoyable.
If it's so fun, why didn't you do Kings Hawks?
Maybe tomorrow I'll write them out.
It was the weekend, dude. You know, Easter's coming up.
It is Sunday.
Oh, my favorite part of the year. Has the memory come up already?
Not yet. Also, look, I know there's probably a legit religious answer to this whole thing, but is there any chance? Because Christmas is always December 25th. Can we have a why is Easter sometimes in March, sometimes in April? You went to the school. Why does it move around so much?
Something to do with
the resurrection, right?
No, it's something to do with the full moon or whatever.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I thought. Okay, technically, what is Easter? Easter's the resurrection, right? Isn't that like Good Friday? I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm honestly asking.
It's kind of taken from a Roman holiday that they
really?
So I think it's based on that.
Well,
holiday.
Celebrate.
Like bunnies laying eggs. What does that have to do with Easter?
Because isn't the egg, I don't know where the bunny is.
Cadbury.
But isn't the egg is the thing of the birth of the wreath thing, and the egg is the egg, and it kind of becomes a thing. And
yeah, but that was a symbol before.
I don't know where the bunny comes in. I can tell you this much: if you have a Costco card, odds are you can go to Costco. There's a 10-pound, $140, anywhere between, depending on the Costco, $80 and $140 chocolate bunny on sale. It's a massive bunny consisting of 151 servings and 150 calories each of chocolate bunny. Some reports have it as low as $57. I'd do that.
You would?
$57 for that big? That just for a 10-pound chocolate bunny? Here's where it gets a little strange, though.
You'd get tired of that thing.
Well, I would share it.
Of course.
I'd bring it in. Kyle would eat it. But I would say this. I don't like the way. Oh, and by the way, the bunny's name is Pete.
Don't give it a name.
The packaging
Don't give it a name.
Also includes instructions on how to eat the bunny. It says on the problem, Chris, when you do that stuff in our ear. So the audience has no idea why we're all of a sudden having strokes.
I'm not done yet.
You know the alphabet? The packaging also includes instructions on how to eat the bunny. By, quote, wrap Pete in a towel and give him one bold whack with a hammer, mallet, or rolling pin.
Sorry, Pete.
Sorry, Pete. If you have leftovers, in what world do you not have leftovers, dude?
Yeah, one sitting.
Yeah, right? It also says if you want a more civilized way of eating the giant chocolate bunny at Costco, it advises you to warm up a serrated bread knife, dry it fully, and then cut gently. Ears or feet first, it's up to you. I'm eating top down.
Go right for the heart.
Just stab it right in the heart. If you have leftovers, the packaging suggests that you grate the chocolate to make hot chocolate using pieces and cookies and brownies, or saving them for a sweet treat. One Costco food blog said, quote, "You're not prepared for the size of the bunny at Costco. You can break off pieces of this bunny for days." It was $134.99 there. I mean,
is it hollow?
No, man. It says it's semi-solid, but 10 pounds. It was semi-solid. Good band. Also, I had that experience over the weekend. Either way, not great, man. Also, Jason, do you believe in conspiracies?
Yeah, let's hear a good one.
In 2011, Chris Paul was traded from the New Orleans Pelicans to the Los Angeles Clippers. You remember that? In 2012, New Orleans got the number 1 pick in the draft. In 2019, the Pelicans, once again, traded Anthony Davis to the LA Lakers. 2019, they got the number 1 pick in the draft. 2025, the Mavericks traded Luka Doncic to the Lakers. As we all know, and we know where this is going. They got the number 1 pick in the draft the following year, the Mavs did. 3 instances, 3 trades, 3 resulting number 1 picks, all trading superstars to the Los Angeles market. Conspiracy, you be the judge. Here on Unsolved Mysteries. By the way, I heard that over the weekend. It came up on social media. It was an anniversary or something. I think that might be the creepiest song ever created, dude.
It's up there.
It's still.
It takes you to a place.
It was like 2 p.m. yesterday. I was watching golf on my bed, and I got the heebies.
Golf on your bed?
The heebie-jeebies. Yeah, it's, little bed golf.
Or
the Sacramento A's are the 3rd most expensive game day experience in baseball, according to Vegas Visual. The 4 cheapest tickets, parking, 2 beers, 2 sodas, 4 hot dogs. Hot dogs are as such. For example, the Dodgers, 4 cheapest tickets, parking, 2 beers, 2 sodas, 4 hot dogs. The Dodgers, that'll run you $413.16. The Red Sox, $372.90. The Athletics, $324.08. But, Jason, this looks a little strange. It says for the 4 cheapest tickets combined, it's $229.52.
At the Ace Park?
Yeah.
That's not accurate.
That can't be accurate. Yeah. Now, even if it's retail, right? Like, I understand being able to buy on a resale for much cheaper, but I can't imagine the 4 cheapest tickets in Sacramento would combine for $229.52.
Well, and I know they're advertising much less, but also isn't, and I could be wrong, I thought like Home Run Hill was like $10.
That's what I thought, but this is Brody Brazil.
Oh.
We like Brody, but I don't know, man. I got to find it. The cheapest for all that, the Marlins at $159 and
you get a free fish.
14 cents. Yeah. I don't think that's accurate, Jason Ross. What else did I collect for you over the weekend? We had the chocolate bunny. Oh, how about the Raptors going on a 31-0 run?
Yeah.
Largest run since the
Dinosaurs! I'm Dave and I love dinosaurs. Raptors are cool, but my favorite is Stegosaurus.
It's like you knew that was happening. Dinosaurs are cool. I don't even care what you say. Remember the Blue Jays played the Dodgers in the World Series? It was super close and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Apparently, John Schneider, the manager of the Blue Jays, when he got in this year to the office, there was a letter waiting for him from Steve Kerr talking about how much he admired him and the adversity and all that. And just a very nice handwritten letter in cursive.
Slow delivery.
From, from Steve Kerr. And, that's nice. That's nice. Not enough people do that, Jason. Not enough people. First off, you don't write on regular paper anymore. It's always an email. And secondly, they don't, cursive's pretty much, it's all but dead. Cursive is.
Yeah.
Nobody writes that dumb cursive capital Q. Looks like a 2. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. We'll take a break.
Oh, wow. We're at the end.
We're almost there, dude. When we come back, I saw Kayla driving in earlier, so I know is here.
I saw Matt crashing in.
I saw Matt in the hallway, shaking hands with our new program directors in the building today.
Matty.
You and I met him already, and Matt was in there shaking hands. Hey, good to see you. When we come back, a lot of stuff to go on in crosstalk, but one of the things I want to find out is why was Matt on a gator over the weekend? This is a true story. There's video and everything. We'll do all that as Matt. It's tough for Matt. When you have the body of a type to where if they line 10 of you up in a row, you'd look like a barcode. It's tough to be intimidating, but he's making it work. We'll be right back after this.
The Sacramento Kings play here.
He's got the triple. Sacramento takes the lead.
Get your Kings fix all season long right here on your home of the Sacramento Kings, Sactown Sports and SactownSports.com.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
Are you really that different than the rest of us?
We are. As a fiduciary, we always focus on what's best for our clients.
What services do you offer besides investing?
We have a team of specialists in financial planning, estate planning, and more.
Your clients rely on you for all that?
Yes, we ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Okay, but you still sell commission-based products, right?
No, because we believe that's a conflict of interest. We prioritize service over sales goals.
So, then how do your fees work?
We have a simple and transparent fee that's a percentage of our clients' portfolios. So we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, we're more different than I thought.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
If your business depends on reliable vehicles, it's time to upgrade your fleet at myelkgrovechevrolet.com. We specialize in fleet pricing, bulk discounts, and fast approvals, so your team stays on the road and on the job. From work trucks and vans to fuel-efficient sedans and SUVs, we have the inventory, service, and financing to keep your business moving. Call or visit myelkgrovechevrolet.com today and ask about exclusive fleet savings. myelkgrovechevrolet.com, driving business forward.
Growing your business? It's all about having the right team on the court. At Bank of Marin, we partner with businesses in the greater Sacramento area, delivering personalized service and local expertise to help you make a slam dunk. Whether it's customized lending or solutions to keep your business growing, you'll benefit from local decision making, expanding, acquiring additional assets, or building a lasting banking relationship. We're ready for tip-off. Bank of Marin, your local business bank. Visit us at bankofmarin.com. Member FDIC.
Switchfoot Live. Friday, April 24th, 7 p.m., the venue at Thunder Valley. With Fuel. And Lit. And Thomas Ian Nicholas. For tickets, visit ThunderValleyResort.com. One incredible night with Switchfoot, Fuel, and Lit. Together live.
Spring is here, and there's really nothing better than hitting the open road in a new Honda. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, Stockton Honda has the selection and savings, plus get top dollar for your trade. And while life's roads are often filled with bumps, buying from Stockton Honda couldn't be smoother. Wherever the road you travel might lead, Stockton Honda is happy to get you there. Come in today or go to StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things.
And now,
here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Sorry.
Do we clap?
I don't know what to do.
I did.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, how is everybody today?
Good.
There was video of you over the weekend.
Oh.
It's not me.
Whoa.
Wasn't you?
I
know the bit you're doing.
Yeah, well, it was. You said like during what better? It was something like what better thing to do during halftime? I think it was Nets and Kings. Yep. What better thing than get on and go for a gator ride?
No, I said go on a quad.
Or a quad. Sorry.
So my in-laws have property down in Manteca. And
ooh, big timing.
That's exactly. Remember the story I was just telling? That's where their property is in Manteca.
Oh, we
they
have the
literally,
same.
it's the same
Your
exact
family.
thing.
Wow. Only one family lives in Manteca.
Are they the same family?
A lot of land out there.
That'd be weird. Yeah,
but they bought my 4-year-old a quad, and I was riding my father-in-law's quad, and we were riding around the property. My 4-year-old rides a quad by himself.
Yeah. How big is the quad?
It's kid size. It's meant for like 6-year-olds and up, but my 4-year-old doesn't care.
He's like, eh.
It's like
what's the weight limit?
I don't know.
Oh.
Why do you ask?
I was just wondering.
You're going to report me?
Like what if it's like 90 pounds? I mean, that would be good because Matt could still ride it.
There we go.
Like Disneyland?
Yeah. That's on one of them little teacups rolling around. There's nothing wrong. I wish I had property. It wouldn't be nice to have property like that where we're like planting a bunch of stuff. I was talking about that today.
Have 2 homes.
But yet not like acreage.
And a Manhattan apartment.
That's right.
That's a technicality, and you know that.
And then like a hotel permanent room in London.
Did you bring in the Tesla or the Mercedes today?
You walk into this day. Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice to have more than what I already have?
How is it walking in to say,
because
wouldn't it be nice to have that, and which we don't have? I don't have it either.
You have
That's my point.
Let's demolish one of your homes and ride on that.
Let's go back to the start. Wouldn't it be nice?
Oh, my gosh.
And when I say, wouldn't it be nice to have, the implication there is that I don't have it. Do you have it?
You have multiple properties.
I do not have acreage.
Hey, raise your hand if you have multiple properties.
Hold on a second. Wait, raise your hand if you went to college.
Oh.
That's why I don't have multiple properties.
Yeah.
Wait, so you didn't?
I'm a high school dropout.
Okay.
I came from the South Central Carmichael.
Yeah.
The streets. You know, that's
hanging out with Butchie.
Hanging out with Butchie. Exactly.
What a success story.
Because
the American dream.
I would love to just plant just a bunch of like fruit trees.
That's what you want to do.
That's honestly.
I
yeah,
love
but they're
fruit
little
trees.
tiny ones. But yes,
fresh
right?
lemons.
Oh, hey, here's some Rainier cherries. I love those. Also, I mean, lemons.
But
yes.
Fresh lemons. I have lemon water heated up every morning for my gut.
Nothing wrong with lemons. Nothing wrong with oranges. Nothing wrong with apples.
Lime.
The problem is that anybody who has lemon, orange, or lime or apple, like you end up with like 7. You're
That's
the person
true.
that brings in the bucket.
That's
of
what we're doing. My
right.
sister-in-law's mom. That's what she does.
And it's
so
great.
she brings us the whole thing of lemons.
And that's
It's
great
awesome.
to have.
Gardener Dave.
Yeah, we were talking about that this morning. I think there's something that happens when you get older, and maybe it has something to do when your kids are grown, or you're more days behind than ahead, whatever. And I think you want to. I think that's why old people garden, man. I think they have this innate need to go forth into the dirt and
give life
or assist life. You know. I was telling them I had this peach tree going, right? This little dwarf peach tree.
Dwarf peach tree.
I call it Jeff Peachtree, by the way. That is a true story. It's in homage to our guy.
You know, I can
I thought it
eat a peach for hours.
And
I always thought it was Kyler Peachtree.
It's...
What?
Isn't Kyler Murray?
Yeah. Anyway.
No.
Stray shot today.
So, it's all right. You got 4 more hours.
I still don't get it.
You shouldn't. It said there's 17 little peach nuts on there that are going to be
Excuse
peaches.
you?
They're the green peachy things. And it says you have to thin the fruit. So I had to go in and I had to pick which peaches live and which peaches die by picking peaches off the tree, ungrown little acorn peaches, and throwing them away. Literally murdered a bunch.
That's
sad. Dude, it's not murder if it hasn't officially become a peach.
Bro,
really, really sad.
I murdered so much peach over the weekend. Honestly, it's probably like 10 of them.
And then the rest go to cobbler?
They're not even for their babies. They're like little tiny.
So then you're like,
I am a baby peach killer. Yes, and that is.
Spent his weekend grabbing nuts.
No, see, now you
And
made it something
peaches.
weird. Celebrity Birthday is brought to you by Crumble Cookies.
Where are they?
Oh,
Who took them home?
I didn't. I took one home.
There was a whole box, and we were going to wait and see.
Someone took them home.
Kyle. Hey, Kyle. Kyle, did you take the Crumble Cookies home?
It's a
How
hun-
many?
it's
Show
Allen
me.
style.
Show
It's
me
for
with
sure.
your
For
hands
sure,
and be honest. Just show me with your hands. How many Crumble Cookies did you have on Friday? How many Crumble Cookies total have you had from those boxes?
One?
You know what? Credit where credit's due.
Chris and I were in here on Saturday, and I thought,
Wait, hold on. What are you doing?
There
One.
was not the box was gone.
0.5.
1.5.
It was
Okay, that's
Alan.
acceptable. Probably was
Yeah,
Alan.
it's for sure Alan.
I saw Alan walk out of here once with a whole box of Crumble Cookies.
Of course, and
so,
it was him.
Yeah, it was Alan. That's great.
Because that was the whole box sat there. I took
put it-
one
yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it.
Alan
were
is
in there.
very entitled.
There were two
Yes.
boxes.
I know.
A whole box. Yeah, we were wondering
Is
who
our
was going to
camera
take
not
it.
on, Chris? There. Yeah, sorry, YouTubers. Sorry about that. Boy, you missed so much. Remember, Jason, you took your shirt off?
I did.
That was amazing.
Wow.
Then Matt mooned the camera. And
Oh.
I thought it was all on. You and I were just like, what are they doing?
Our own show.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Rated PG-13.
Naked and afraid.
Yes.
Dirty butts.
Definitely afraid.
Parental
Dirty
guidance
butts.
suggested. Celebrity birthdays. Who got old?
Happy birthday, Celine Dion.
I'm sorry, what?
Celine Dion.
Oh, God. I was like,
Celine Dion.
Bussy.
Celine.
Celine Celine.
Metal Peace, huge fan of Celine Dion.
Is he really?
Oh.
Well,
You don't
he
remember
is.
that?
No, I know. Celine. She is, didn't she have something too and she couldn't tour
Yes.
for a while? Yeah.
Yes.
She's 65.
66.
67.
64.
Everybody's in the wrong decade. I don't know who's close.
70?
58.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
what?
Wow.
Oh, dang.
I
sorry.
thought she was
Celine.
older. Well, good for you, Celine.
That's Sarah McLachlan.
Oh, crap.
Happy.
Near fall.
Yeah.
You guys were good at the singing game last week.
It was fun.
That was great.
Happy birthday, Eric Clapton.
Who?
Ooh. Love Eric Clapton.
Don't know who that is.
You don't?
Hold on. Let me Google it.
I don't like that.
The problem when you do stuff like that is he's dumb about this and things could happen. That was, no offense to you.
English guitarist.
Oh,
singer,
my
songwriter.
gosh.
Nope.
Oh.
I want, honestly, I used to think Katie was a hick.
Yeah.
Where were you? Were you raised in a box?
Barn.
No, actually a box. Like in a barn, they have like hoedowns.
Well,
and stuff.
give me, like, what was one of his songs?
Layla,
Layla.
Cocaine,
down me on my knees.
Derek and the Dominoes.
I don't know, that's
He's
not-
one of the greatest guitarists of
Tears
all
in
time.
Heaven.
Tears in Heaven.
Oh, man, I love that song.
Eric Clapton has, in my opinion, the most difficult musical performance in history. You ready for this? When his son Connor was, I think, 3 or 2 years old, he fell out of a, I think, 8-story window to his death. This is not a bit. This is a true story. Eric Clapton then wrote and performed live the song Tears in Heaven, which I don't know how you would even get through writing it,
way.
much less performing it.
Didn't they find the ghost on 3 Men and a Little Baby?
What?
What is happening? What is that story?
It's like I want to ask
I know.
what she
there's
means, but I
there's
don't.
a story about the ghost.
I'm
in-
aware of a ghost that was
in 3 Men and a Baby.
I did not know about any connection to Eric
I'm
Clapton.
pretty sure there's no connection with Eric Clapton.
Is this a real thing or is this a Kayla thing?
I thought it was.
Eric
Hey,
Clapton.
how old is Eric Clapton
Eric Clapton
today?
is 76.
We did such a great tribute to him right there.
79.
77.
81.
We have a correct answer. Goes to Christopher Ladd. He is 81.
Thank God it wasn't Matt
Holy.
George.
Happy
Big fan.
birthday, Matt. You're gonna know this person.
Oh.
MC.
Hammer.
Yes.
Time.
Ooh.
Too legit to quit.
Yeah. Too legit.
Big
MC
friend.
Hammer
of,
is my uncle's cousin.
big friend of Sac State football now.
Oh, that's right.
Stingers
MC
up.
Hammer is 65. Stanley Burrell, former bat boy for the A's.
Yeah.
62.
64.
63.
We have a correct answer, and it goes to Kayla Anderson. Happy 64th birthday to MC Hammer. Let's go to Richard Sherman.
Dickie Sherms.
Do you know who he is, Matt?
No, I mean
Me, Maddie.
Played basketball.
Yes, he did.
He
That's a
played
good guess.
Wanted to fight Michael Crabtree.
Yes,
Yeah.
in basketball.
In basketball.
Richard
Got a
Sherman.
Super Bowl. Seahawks.
Richard Sherman is 39.
He's sorry.
Niners legend.
Oh, gosh.
37.
38.
40.
We have a correct answer. 2 in a row for Kayla Anderson.
I know my Seahawks.
Let's go with, from the Athletics.
Gross.
Jacob Wilson.
Oh, my boy.
Oh,
Screw him.
he's such a doll.
I hate him.
He's a doll.
Why?
My boy, a doll, and I hate him.
Yeah.
Because he had my streak
Mixed. That's
yesterday.
mixed.
He's the
emotions.
best.
No hit.
How old is he today?
25.
He is, I think, 25.
Is he only, okay, 24.
26.
Wait a minute now. 3 in a row. Kayla Anderson.
Oh,
no one's
God.
ever done
24.
4
No
in a
one's
row.
ever done 4 in a row.
So
ever.
you get
Everyone,
to choose
Everyone
between
shut
these
up.
teams.
clear the
shut
runway.
Up. Everyone shut up.
Would you like to choose Alex Bregman, Jerry Lucas, Paul Reiser, Tracy Chapman, Pierce Morgan, Chris Sale,
Okay.
Nora Jones?
I'll do Bregman.
This is for 4 in a row.
Okay, Alex Bregman. I'm going to go with 29.
Oh, I'm just, I don't care. 20, he's 30.
Yeah, I think he's in his 30s. I think he's 31.
30.
The streak is over.
Dang it!
Matt's closest, 32.
Wow.